It's this thing. This one.
Well, isn't that the one you?
So it's the plug here is not. Do we have tape? I can keep a little bit of tension on this thing.
You got this side.
Yeah, let's do that. Well, what's happening is this is. We need a lot.
There's tape at it too.
We're good. Okay. Let's see if we're on.
Peterson's at. Yeah. So we went back where he came from?
Test, test, test.
Test.
You hear yourself?
Yeah.
All right, we might be live. I'm gonna check it out.
Where's Fearson?
He's doing nothing.
He's again.
Good for nothing.
Fearson's doing nothing again. How does that guy even get paid?
I'll, if anyone's listening, which I doubt because we just went live, but we're going to actually start the actual broadcast here shortly. We aren't allowed to do video at the section tournament, but we will get the camera in, zoomed in on a scoreboard, probably the mat side scoreboard, in just a moment here.
You gonna
We
tweet
are
out that we're on Fearson?
Yeah, I got to get it.
I was talking to Fearson. I saw you doing it already, Van Ort. So.
All right, we've already got 3 watching. This is
Wow.
This is great.
And how many of them are you? 2? Two are us.
All right, we're on. Yep, we are officially online. I'll get this link tweeted out to Fiercy here. So, Kent, tell us about Comets versus Byron matchup here for the first round today.
Yeah, this is a duel that the Bears and Comets wrestled very recently, and would expect much the same. A little different. We'll start off. Really, when you talk about the Byron Bears, you talk about the Petersons, the 3 Peterson boys, and I'm not sure if they'll all 3 wrestle tonight, or if Matthew will wrestle 6, and they will wrestle. It looks like Maxwell Peterson is getting ready, so it looks like Maxwell will go 6, and Matthew will go 13 today.
Hey, thanks for
And then
thanks
Mitchell
for
would
texting
then
me the
go
link.
20, if that's what it looks like.
I'm
they're
getting the
set
tweet
to do.
sent out now, but
Okay.
I wanted to give you the heads up. You're important. You got to get first notice.
I'm definitely something.
So,
a little slow start here today, guys. Sorry for my lateness. God knows I can't expect you guys to get this stuff hooked up
No,
and
we
working.
couldn't get it set up without Van Ort, so that was. So, folks, in front of us is the Zumbrota, the Albert Lee Plainville Jamilville duel, and on the far end is our Casamanderville Comets Byron Bears duel. So that's a long ways away for us to see right now, and you just have to look through the Byron Bears bench when you look. So.
I can tell you what's going to happen if you want to know. In
Go
each
ahead.
match.
Yeah, why don't you walk through?
It would be a lot of wins for Casson.
Yeah.
Maybe not at 6, but then the rest of the way, I think you're in good shape.
If Maxwell Peterson wrestles at 6, I think we get that win too.
I don't think they'll do that though. What are they trying to do? Win 2 matches instead of 1?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, It'll be interesting.
I
to
mean,
see.
that's the reality for Byron today. Is it's just not.
Well, there's a reason we wrestle the matches, though.
Yeah, we saw that
Why is
last
that?
night.
Oh.
Everybody had already.
Come on.
I
Nobody
told you.
nobody
Anyone
who
that asked
knew.
that Valley was going to win that duel. last
Okay,
night.
so let me ask you a question then. Why on the Guillotine Forum was there one special link or one special
thread.
thread that was all it, and the only thread that was out there was what does Apple Valley need to do to win the duel?
Because they lost the first time they wrestled Shakopee in a
Yeah.
duel this year, so that's why.
Hartman.
And of course, there's people. I mean, if
There's
you
a
look
lot of-
at the names of Shakopee, they have more big names, but Valley's
From Valley.
a deeper team. No, their big names weren't from Valley. Oh, you missing something here, Hartman?
For some reason, I'm not hearing you guys. I can
see,
hear you.
You
speaking
did that
of it.
last time too, and I had to
know.
fix it for you.
Yeah, and I would expect that you're going to have to fix
If
it again.
there's a
can't hear
way
anything?
to break something, Hartman's going to do it.
Well, I can't hear anything when you're not talking.
Was it working before, Hartman?
I can hear myself.
Can you hear yourself think?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, I think it's a little better. I don't know. It's maybe my ears.
Can you hear anything now?
Yeah, now I can,
Can you
hear
hear me now?
It's
You're
just
better.
super loud. So what I'll have to do is bring that little mixer, headphone
Oh,
mixer
yeah.
next time,
So, yep,
so we can.
we're
control-
fine as long as those folks don't get blown out at home.
Yeah, that's a
Then
good point.
I'll just
check
listen to you guys off.
it. Fearson, I did tweet that.
I
so-
did. I retweeted you.
Okay, you're fast. Yeah, I just put it on Twitter. I can.
I can pin it to the top of my profile too. Kent Hartman's going to sing the national anthem, so everybody please rise.
Oh, yeah, we better take our headgear off.
Please honor the United States of America in joining Sonia Henheider, a freshman from Rochester, Mayo, as she sings our national anthem.
She did a really nice job. A freshman. It's not an easy song to sing, and especially a cappella. So nicely done.
A lot of people to compare yourself to.
So let's see. Jace Manelli hitting the mat for the Comets, and he will wrestle. Yeah, there, and it is Matthew Peterson. It looks like Matthew
What
Peterson.
did Maxwell weigh in at?
Maxwell weighed in at 6,
Okay.
106.6. So I would guess that Maxwell goes 6, then Matthew goes 6, and Mitchell goes 13, and they don't.
You're going to
and
be
Maxwell
watching
does-
that, dude. I'm going to be watching the Plainview.
Yeah,
duel
we gotta
down
watch
here.
that
I'm
Plainview,
kind of
and
anxious to see.
Speaking of that, it's going to be much more interesting because Albert Lee's forfeits 13.
I've seen Byron wrestle plenty this year, and I've seen you wrestle plenty this year. I haven't seen Plainview, and they've got some good young kids. I want to see them right away here at 6 with Marks.
All right, I got the scoreboard on the screen here. So they're
Oh.
giving Jason another chance at Maxwell here.
Matthew Peterson. This is Matthew, isn't it?
That doesn't look like Maxwell.
No, that's Maxwell.
the
It's
last
not
time
Matthew.
Jace wrestled Maxwell, he got absolutely torn up.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking they're giving him a chance to redeem
Well, that's
himself
not.
here.
That's Maxwell Peterson. Matthew Peterson's walking on the edge over here.
Yeah, that's what I'm
so-
saying.
so-
The last time Jace wrestled Maxwell,
Yeah,
he got torn up.
yeah. I don't expect
So
that to happen again.
He needs to come out here and
So down 2-1 right now. He got taken down, but he got his escape.
yeah.
Cantu going to work here at for Albert Lee over Marks.
Wow.
You were just
I
talking
would
about
not
that, man.
expected him to score first.
Cantu.
Cantu's got a
Are
trying
you
for Grado.
are you being facetious?
No, I actually think. Wow. No, I know. I shouldn't say I didn't expect him to score first. I would say I didn't expect him to score so easily.
Oh, I see.
Kale has, Marks has wrestled really well down the stretch this year. He's beaten some very good kids.
So Manelli gets taken down a second time, making it 4-1. Did a nice job fighting that, though.
How does Cantu do against Bennett?
Who?
Cantu.
Against who?
How would he do against Bennett?
I don't know. We're going to find out.
Have they?
Cantu's pretty
oh,
tough.
wow.
Cantu is pretty tough.
Yep.
He
Fireman's almost straight to his back.
won a lot of matches, big ones.
A lot of youth.
Yeah, I mean,
Matthew Peterson's over here watching Cantu wrestle. Look at that. Do you guys see that? He's on that middle mat.
yeah. I think that Cantu won some ridiculous number of NY
And
championships.
the Albert Lee
in a
coach
row.
has just told him to leave.
No, they know each other. They probably ride to Pinnacle together over the years or something. Maybe not.
Jace down 4-2 right now.
Minute
And
45 left here. You guys can see the scoreboard, so.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Marks has got Cantu on his back.
Oh, wow.
He's stuck.
He could get.
Where was the ref?
They don't give him any near fall even.
Wow. If he was in position, I think that's a pin. He was dead flat.
2 reversal, no near
No
fall.
points. Wow.
I wish you guys could see it.
Yeah.
Again, we don't just have it on the scoreboard because we want to. We have it on the scoreboard because we have no other choice. Jay's currently down 6-2 right now in the second period, I believe, of his match against Maxwell Peterson. Maxwell cuts him again. Minute 5 left now in the second period. Right, it's second period, right? Even though that scoreboard
Yep.
is showing first. Now it's 6-3. First match of the duel between Byron and Casson Manorville. Looks like Bennett's getting a break for this one. He's not up and around, so. Yeah, I hope we weren't the only ones that enjoyed the Valley Shakopee duel last night.
We were not,
We
I'm
definitely
sure.
weren't because I saw about 2,000 people there enjoying it.
Well,
Jeepers.
plus on the radio, I think there were a lot of people
I
too.
bet
busy.
Well,
Yeah.
and we had so many. There were so many people there covering it too. It was nice. I didn't have to wait for updates
Right.
on that end either on Twitter.
Yeah, that was a pretty amazing deal. Valley comes through again.
got a
Still
clasp
reigns as the
coming
top of AAA. I'd love to see Valley and KM wrestle. I really think that KM could beat the lineup they put out there last night. But too bad we'll not get that chance this year.
Have you run through the scoring of what you think? That
I did
duel would
last
be?
night after
What do you
seeing.
think it would be?
I think KM would win from anywhere to 1-7, depending on a couple toss-ups. We'd have to lose every toss-up and get some bonus points against us to lose, in my opinion, if we put out our best lineup.
I think you're right.
Just because we can move guys around and knock out so many of their good wrestlers, or not knock them out, but negate.
Well, and realistically, how many matches do you have no shot in?
Quite a few, but they're only going to get
Quite a few?
get 3. They're only
Quite
going to
a
get 3 in
few?
all those matches. Yeah. Yep. We can run it down in a little bit when we have a break or
Well,
something.
heavyweight, okay.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
Well,
no
I'll talk
sh-
to you
I'm saying
about it
no
off
shot.
the air.
Right. And no, I know what you're saying. I mean more like literally there's really not many ways for you to win. I don't think there's that many matches. You do?
They've got some real strong kids.
I know, but I thought it was
But
more,
we've
I thought
just
it was more
got
like
we've
3.
got stronger all the way through than
I
they
know.
do.
I'm saying you think it's more than 3 matches that you're just incapable of winning in that duel?
Yeah, but I think they'll all
Okay.
be kept to decisions. It's not incapable. No, it's not incapable of winning.
Well, if you
but
think it's going to be a decision,
9 out of 10 times,
well,
I think they'd win
not
those
at
matches.
heavyweight, you're not giving up 3. Come on. Gable.
No, I know that.
You're talking the other.
All right, we'll get back to the Jace Manelli,
Yeah,
Maxwell
Jace is doing a
Peterson
really
match.
7-3 in the third here. Jace in on a single, trying to finish here, but I don't know if he's going to be able to finish on Maxwell. So he
He just
much better job of wrestling him this time. Jace is out there.
I think Cantu learned his lesson there at the end of the first period.
Yeah,
gonna be-
He's
Cantu.
wrestled really smart here
yeah,
since then
stay in better position when you're ahead in a match that you have to win.
against a team notorious for trying.
Albert Lee wants to try and get the major here.
So it looks like we're going to see Matthew Peterson and Jared Johnson.
yeah, I would guess.
Score for Jace Manelli still 7-3 in favor of Maxwell Peterson.
Actually, Mitchell Peterson's putting on the leg band.
Oh,
not,
you're right.
Not Matthew.
So they're going to run out Matthew against
Well,
Robbie.
they don't. They can
Well,
they?
he didn't weigh
He
in.
weighed
at
in
that,
at
did he?
6, didn't he?
Matthew weighed in at 6.
Matthew Peterson should have weighed in at 6.
Yeah.
107. Yeah, because you have to weigh in the same as you weighed in the night.
So he's
before.
not wrestling against us.
So he must not be wrestling.
What's he hopping around for then?
I don't know, but
That's just what the Petersons do. They just strut back and forth and hop around. Get themselves ready to go
I
for the
guess.
next duel.
so
Well,
7-3 that match ended. Jared and Mitchell Peterson.
This will
About
be a
to
good
rest.
one.
yeah, and Matthew now taking
This is a big match. This is for seeding at section right here.
So are we going to see the team score? Is that what that is on the top now? They just use that as the individual score, and now it's the team score?
Yeah, must just be the individuals.
Well, no, the team should go down below, but we'll
Okay,
see.
now they switched it. So the team score is 3-0 in favor of Byron right now. I don't know where they're going to post that.
I would hope they'd put it down below, but they haven't yet.
If they don't, we'll get it up on the screen here.
This, by the way, this will be a very interesting match with Mitchell Peterson and Jared Johnson.
I think Jared wins it, but Mitchell Peterson's always very dangerous.
Very dangerous. 12-6 Cantu up. He needs another takedown to put the major on the board with 20 seconds to go here in Albert Lee Plainville Jamilville match. Again, Albert Lee has to forfeit at 113, so Mark's just blocking. Oh, and they gave him a second stall, so that's 1 point, but still 5 seconds to go. And Cantu is unable to get the major. So 13-6 there. Jared Johnson starts his match with Mitchell Peterson over there. Johnson being pretty aggressive here.
Our camera work is pretty shady here.
Just trying to get it to zoom.
Well, it won't stay focused because it sees people in the background and
Oh.
whatnot. So sorry in advance for
far
this.
away.
We're so zoomed in, you guys. It's really difficult to get a good focus here. I'll zoom out just a little bit and see if we can improve the situation.
Jared in on a single, looking to finish, and he does finish that. Nicely done by Jared Johnson. Wow, that was beautiful.
Jared's looking really strong right now. This is
So-
the time of the year you want to be looking
There's your
strong.
forfeit from Albert Lee.
Boy, that's a big switch at 13 for Pem, getting 6 there. Jared doing a nice job of riding Mitchell Peterson on the far mat. Wow, Jared tried to run a big-time cradle there.
Good for him.
He is not. He's not going under aggressive. Let's put it that way.
I figured Plainview is probably one of your favorite teams, huh?
I haven't watched them all year, honestly.
Well, if
I
there's
was
a
gone
cradle,
when we
if there's a
wrestled
cradle
Penn.
there, they'll
yeah,
get it.
Yeah. Used to be Kenyon.
Yeah. Not so much anymore, though.
When do they wrestle? Later today? Or do they already
Yes,
wrestle?
their first round is at 4, or maybe it's 2.
That could be an exciting team event.
Maybe. You know what's funny is talking to Matt Ryan, the team they were most worried about lost to Westfield on Thursday. They were very concerned about LeSueur Henderson.
Oh, really?
Well, they got a full lineup. They got some kids that showed up in their room. They were. He knows an assistant there, and they were They felt really confident.
Okay.
He felt like if they had gotten on the other half of the bracket, he said he felt like they'd beat Blue Earth 9 out of 10 times.
Okay.
So Jared finishes the first on top, a dominating ride, rode really well, and is going to go underneath to start the second here.
The reality
Immediately-
is Westfield versus Kenyon's probably the championship,
Yeah.
that semifinals duel.
Jared immediately tries to come up to his feet, gets broken back down. He hasn't gone down to the mat yet. He's staying. Oh, now he's nice. Get up on his head, spin into face. He got his one.
It was really nicely done.
Yep. Used his head as the fulcrum point and spun around it, and Peterson couldn't keep up. Fulcrum. Engineering day here on the broadcast.
Yeah. Jared was in on a single. He's in deep on a single again.
Turning the corner, stepped around kneed around the foot, so he's behind the leg. Peterson still trying to hold in that whizzer. Jared can
Gotta try
keep
and
the pressure in here and come up. He'll be good.
Or come across.
Now he swam for the head. Now he's coming up to the feet. He's got one hand on the leg now. Ooh, now Mitchell's reaching over the head of Johnson. Johnson just got to keep driving in, and there he got it.
Nicely done. Just kept driving and
Kept the pressure in.
Yep. Now he's up 5-0, and he had a dominant ride in the first. I would not be surprised to see Jared get a turn here. Jared's looking tough.
Jared is looking tough.
If he, if Jared rides him out the rest of this second period, he's going to take so much out of Mitchell Peterson.
I feel like Mitchell's, he's best on his feet, and Jared's just beat him on his feet.
Yep.
And right when I say that, Mitchell kind of Granby rolls over his head and reverses
Yeah.
Jared.
20,
Yeah. I'm a prophet.
20-some seconds.
You're something.
Mitchell just trying to ride him out here.
You guys can see the score on the screen, but if you're just listening and not watching, it's 5-2 in favor of Jared Johnson. After giving up that reversal, he was ahead 5-0 on the strength of 2 takedowns and 1 escape. Mitchell just kind of got up, created a little space and then did a somersault and scrambled and ended up on top.
Yep. So Jared ends up finishing this period underneath where the Comets don't like to finish. In the Albert Lee duel, Nick Miller's down 2-0 to, is this Johnsrud, I'm assuming, at
Yes.
20? To Johnsrud. Dual score they don't have on the board, but the dual score should be 6-3 in favor of Plainville to Millville. We're at 120 pounds there.
Yeah, you should maybe bring up track on your phone or something, Kent, to watch the team scores. I don't know why they wouldn't be posting those team
Yeah,
scores
it
up on
is.
the big scoreboards here.
I think Queasley's down there working on it right now.
Oh, you're right, he is. Good.
Jared starting the third period on top, leading 5-2, working a hard spiral ride on the right side of Peterson. Our view is obstructed here by the Byron bench often, so we'll give you what we can. Now Peterson tripods up to his feet. Jared trying, and that same roll that he reversed Jared with the first time, he tried it again. This time Jared's able to stay behind him, and
he
now he's got the legs split.
Right.
But
now
they're
Jared
right on
hopefully-
the edge of the mat.
maybe-
Probably not going to get any backs out of it just because of where they are. Peterson up to his feet but goes out of bounds. So minute 20 remaining in the third. Johnson up 5-2, coming back to the center, still in the top position. Obviously, we're looking we don't like to look past anybody, but judging on past experience with Byron, it shouldn't be a difficult duel for the Comets to win. Looking forward to the next duel between the Comets versus the winner of the Albert Lee Pem duel in front of
You
us.
can tell
So,
he's done some coaching, huh?
yeah.
Can't look past anybody.
So we'll
One match at a time. Got to
keep-
give 100%.
You got to wrestle, boys. So we'll be keeping you updated on that duel as well.
I think I must ask Jamie that every time we do this interview, because it's really hard to do a preview when you kind of know the outcome.
Yeah.
And by kind I mean you know the outcome.
Well, I mean, it was the same with Shakopee and Apple Valley. Both coaches were saying if we can get past Prior Lake and Burnsville and Eastview, and like.
Well, at least Prior Lake is a really good team. Like, I mean, not that good.
Yeah.
Not national
their level,
caliber
yeah.
good. But that's a
They've
team
got
that
some good
probably
wrestlers.
could go to state. And, I mean, I guess they're not
A
getting
couple
by.
sections.
No, I'm saying they could go to state, and they're not going to beat those top 3 for sure. But I don't think
Right.
they're that far from the 4th.
But that's what I'm saying. They could go to state in a couple sections in
Yeah,
the state.
oh, for sure.
Just not that one.
Well, yeah, nobody could go to state in that one.
We could.
Well,
Ooh,
except for you,
Mitchell
but you're
got a
double A.
reversal there, and they went off the mat. Jared was close to turning him, and Mitchell bridged so high that he got Jared out of position. And he
Now
was able
Mitchell cuts Jared, gets to his feet where
Yeah.
he really wants to be, like I was saying before. And it's 6-4 in favor of Johnson here with 10 seconds left. You know Mitchell's going to come hard, and immediately he shoots, and he's trying to pull it in. Jared just cheaping laces down, trying to sprawl. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and Jared holds him off. You got to say Mitchell finished stronger than
Yeah.
Johnson that time, which is unusual in a match with the Comets. Usually the Comets are grinding all the way through the end, but nice job by Peterson there to come on strong.
Yeah,
Good
you're
job by
right.
Jared to be the good wrestler.
Yep. And Mitchell is a good wrestler. What is his record? 17-2, now 17-3 this year.
What was the final of that match?
So-
6-4, Johnson. Now we got young Matthew Peterson coming out here at 120 pounds. According to Nick Van Ort, Matthew Harfman, sorry. Matthew Harfman's been wrestling really, really well. So, be nice
So
to
he'll
see him
wrestle-
out here.
Peyton Tierney, a senior from Byron.
Legs right away.
So
Tierney's in on the leg right away.
Matthew in pretty good shape here,
Yeah.
though, after stopping the first move. Head in the middle. Matthew's got a deep waist, trying to circle and grab that ankle. Is it Tierney?
Tierney.
Yeah, Tate and Tierney.
Tyranny is the enemy of freedom. And right now, the enemy of Matthew Harfman.
Right.
Matthew trying to stop this single leg. Now he does. Breaks him down to his hip, circles, and scores. So 2-0 in favor of Harfman here with 1:20 left in the first. Now Matthew immediately goes legs in. Got him in the basket. Tierney got to be careful here. He thinks he's in good shape. Oh, Matthew doesn't have a leg in.
No, he doesn't.
Now he got it in. Now Matthew working a cheap tilt from the left side, but Tierney gets down flat. And now this is where Matthew's comfortable. Oh, he gets the leg out again.
Tierney's doing a nice job.
Yeah.
Matthew's going ball and chain now.
Good, mixing it up.
I run ball and chain on Jack all the time. Still
Work
hasn't
for you?
figured out how to defend it.
Gosh, you got to get him going here.
Cannot tell. It looks like he's close to turning, but
Yeah.
I cannot tell.
He's got an arm behind the back, and he's working turning, and those hips are going. Now he's counting.
Two,
Yep.
yeah, there he's getting near fault.
We
I
can't see much from here, but we can
No.
see the ref's hand moving. Looks like he
25
probably
seconds.
got the full 5 count.
Oh, he did.
He got the 5, but Tierney got off his back.
And now he shows it, so it's 5-0 in favor of Matthew. And they're still scrambling. Now Matthew's got the leg in, and he's going guillotine.
Doesn't have a lot of time here.
No,
He's just going to ride this out.
which is okay.
Yep.
Make Tierney think he's comfortable in this position and then catch him later with it. Meanwhile, in the Albert Lee Pem match, Albert Lee's 120 is up 11-3. Who is this for Albert Lee?
This should be
Johnsrud.
Johnsrud for
Johnsrud.
Albert Lee.
And what's the dual score?
6-0.
6-0?
6-3.
Oh, did Pem get a pin in the last one?
No,
Forfeit.
the forfeit at 13.
Oh, okay. I missed that. Matthew starting the second period on bottom, gets up to his feet. Good hand control, but got run out of bounds. If he keeps getting pushed out of bounds like that, there probably will be a stalling warning if it happens a couple more times. Back to the center, reset. 150 left in the second.
Albert Lee did get a major on that 11-3 win.
Nice job, Matthew, coming up and getting his point there, so making it 6-0. On the feet here, some hand fighting going on. Like to see Matthew initiate the shot, and there he goes. Gets to the single leg. Nice job. Circles, brings it up to the feet. Gets the second leg, busts him down, and that's 2. Nice job, Matthew. He's like he can hear me out here.
Ooh, almost got a tilt there. Now he threw the leg back in.
Tierney just kind of trying to reach back and hip over Matthew, and he's going to get in trouble, and he is in trouble. And he-
Matthew's got him deep now if he can keep that leg in. Tierney came through, though.
Matthew with the 3 backs, leading 11-0. Now Matthew's going tilt again.
I think he's going back to ball and chain. He just does that to drop it down, so he does have it.
Oh yeah, he's got that ball and chain tilt, but not getting any counts. Now he slides the leg in, going cross body.
He was close to getting count there, but he gave up on it before he did.
What are we going to see out here in this next match with Albert Lee and Pym? Is
I
it
don't know.
DeFrang and
Taking a while here.
It should be Stuckey versus Albert Lee.
I don't know what's taking so long.
now Matthews got the turn, and he's got him turned all the way here.
That's-
This is going to end up being 14-0.
Oh.
Or
Queasley's trying to figure out how to get him to.
he got the 2-3 count again, 14-0. One more score is a tech here, but he's going to run out of time in the second period. Kind of close, but not quite. So, good second period there by Matthew, leading 14-0 going into the third. Byron chooses both up.
That's where I'd go.
Yeah, it's probably the right choice. Matthew, I'm sure, is just going to go shot. He gets one hand to the leg. Now he's got two hands to the leg. Now he's got head in between on the double, trying to go back door here, treetop position. And he's trying to circle and pop the head out. Tierney's able to get his hips back up. Matthews' head still stuck in between. And that's going to be two here. Matthews got his head off to the side, and that's your tech fall. So great job, Harfman. So who are these two for Albert Lee and Pym?
We should have a 7-6 duel here with Albert Lee Pym.
That's what it is.
Albert Lee now leads 7-6 in this duel. We're at 126 pounds.
Yeah, Robbie Horseman coming out for the Comets at 126. Iggy versus Stuckey here for Albert Lee and Pym. Horseman versus I don't know who from Byron, but Horseman with the quick two to start out. He's leading 2-0.
Connor, this is Perrin Barber.
Perrin Barber.
How's it pronounced?
Perrin.
Perrin Barber.
He works at Fleet Farm.
Oh boy, I've been neglecting my duties on the team score, guys. Sorry about that.
Oh,
Kind of forgot about it. So what is the Comets team score?
let's see.
We got a decision
8-3.
3-3.
and a tech,
Eight
right?
to
Yeah,
So
three.
8-3.
8-3.
If you just follow me on Twitter, you'd have known already. You
I
didn't
don't
even
have
to
my
look it up
screen
or-
in front of my face 24/7 like you, Fearson.
I'm not allowed to do that.
Ooh.
I hear about it constantly from my wife if I am.
Horseman got in and elevated and had, what's his name?
Perrin Barber.
Perrin well up in the air before dumping him back down to the mat. Now leads 6-2 in this match.
Yeah, I would think, by the way, Mark Matuska's probably out on the lake. I think he was going to actually take
Out
a
on the
weekend
lake?
off finally. I think he's probably watching us or listening.
Out on the lake with a boat, maybe? This
Hopefully.
weekend?
I think he said he was going to drive his truck out there.
Oh, I
There's
think
not
that's a
enough
bad
ice.
idea this weekend.
Well, we'll have to.
It's like
we'll have to
70
ask
degrees
him
outside.
afterwards.
Maybe he's way up north or something.
So now
think he's
here's
in
the
Iowa.
here'll be the interesting one.
to Iowa, and he's driving around on a lake.
No,
Uh,
he is not.
Just saying.
That doesn't
I don't
sound
know.
like
Ice fish
very
in
good
Iowa.
judgment from our superintendent.
Number one, there's 2 lakes in all of Iowa.
Well,
If
They're
that.
nice
And
ones,
they're
though.
both filled
No,
with
they're-
cow manure.
They're
That's not true.
They
Spirit
definitely
Lake's pretty
stink.
nice.
that's what I'm not sure. I think that's where he's at, Spirit Lake.
really?
Yeah, I think they head out there sometimes.
Is that in
if I remember right.
Okoboji or
Yeah,
something?
Okoboji.
Yeah, they said Okoboji.
Well,
Do
but,
you think I'm not
Okoboji-
supposed to be giving up where he is? Like,
You think people are on their way down there now?
they're
or-
probably down there trying to steal his fishing spots.
He's gonna get
He's
mobbed by
mad
But
the.
now.
Okoboji, I don't think you really go to Okoboji to fish, do you? It's more a recreational lake.
It's a very recreational lake, but I'm sure there's people that ice fish and stuff out there.
I doubt it. You think? I mean, do Iowegians know how to do all that stuff?
I don't know.
Ask Sammy.
Anyway,
by the
we
way,
haven't-
just a minute.
go ahead.
This is what makes Cassamanerville so dangerous as a team because they just took, they took Jared Johnson, put him on Mitchell Peterson, beat Mitchell Peterson, and, they were able to move Matthew Harfman in at 20 and bump Robbie up. And if they don't do that, then they leave those
Uh-oh.
guys down, and you have Nick
Uh-oh.
Van Ort in there. And
Horseman just put himself in a bad spot.
Just gave up an
Very,
escape point.
very
though.
lucky to only get that happened at the edge of the mat because Harfman Horseman was on his back there.
Mm-hmm.
Was he going to stay on his back, though? It didn't look
No,
like.
it was going to be near fall, though.
Yeah.
I think he could have got.
Looks like Iggy's leading this one against Stuckey 2-0 in the second period. Now 3-0 after an escape.
It's like, does anybody get pinned from a Granby in high school wrestling?
I've seen it happen.
Well, I have two, but number one, you have to have a ref
He's ready to call it.
who's ready to call it
Yeah.
and will call it when you're flopping around.
And
I
you
mean,
got to
you
have
see
it real deep on that arm.
You see it in college because they'll call the pin quicker.
Touch pin. Robbie in a nice single leg again, just picks him up, elevates, finishes to the mat. That should put him up 13-4, I believe.
I'm guessing there's not a lot of guys stronger than Robbie down there.
But he's up a weight.
Well,
Even
even
at
up a weight, I
126.
don't think anybody's throwing
No,
it.
I
Nick
think-
was telling me he was benching 225.
Oh, my gosh.
And he weighs
ready for the NFL combine?
125 pounds. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, yeah.
Where do you think he's going to get drafted?
I don't think Robbie's quite got the size you're going to need in the NFL.
I'm surprised you consider that impressive, knowing how much you put
He's
up.
benching double his weight, essentially.
Yeah?
That's a lot.
But, I mean, you do
I
that.
nope, never have. Never benched double my weight.
Close.
Nope, not really. I've always
Come
been a
on.
pretty big boy. I
Yeah.
think I'm benching 400 pounds. Are you
But
kidding me?
you also, okay, you have to agree, when you're lifting, when you're doing the bench, especially as a big guy with long arms,
Long
it's way
arms.
harder.
Of course.
Like I see
Yeah.
these guys
The
that
levers
are
and the
5'2" bench, and it's like, oh, you had to move it 3 inches.
Yeah, and I put that puppy all the way up and all the way down.
Robbie very close to getting near fall here. He's leading 15-5 here in the third period, in the
Second period,
second period.
15-6 after an escape. Now he got another takedown immediately with 3 seconds
He
left.
is he's just dominant right now.
So that's my excuse for only benching 150 pounds, is that I have really long arms.
It's a legitimate excuse.
It is.
It really is. Like,
Well,
it
Think
got
about the
frustrating for
think
me.
about the physics of it.
I know.
Yeah. These guys have these big barrel chests, and their arms
Yeah.
just barely squeak past their chest.
Yeah.
They just got to drop it to their chest.
And then
It's
they
like-
got
Full
those.
extension for
They
them is
got
like
those
literally
shirts
3
that
inches from
actually
their chest.
squeeze your arms together. So that's another 20 pounds on your bench right there just by wearing that shirt.
I always like to watch Iggy's mom when he's wrestling.
Which one is she?
The one standing with the camera right here. She's not as animated because she has a camera.
Oh, I see.
I'm not going to say anything else about it. You can just look at
Oh yeah,
who
yeah.
she is. You know who
Wrestling
she is?
parents have it hard.
No. You know who she is?
Yeah,
though?
standing
She's-
there with the camera.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
She gets very animated.
Oh yeah.
I remember the Swallow duels last year. She
Yep.
was very
Oh yeah.
animated.
She was on the mat side. She was on the
More
mat.
than once.
Was that when Lam beat Iggy?
Yes.
Yeah, she wasn't happy.
Robbie up 16-9, 19-7,
19-7, yeah.
21-7. He gave it 21-8. He needs a takedown.
One takedown finishes it here, and there
Oh,
it
and
is.
there it is. Beautiful.
makes it
Wow,
look
does he
easy.
change levels and move quick. That
He
kid
moves
is
quick.
just phenomenal. He was out checking his weight last night at 7 o'clock, and I said to Matthew, I said, whoa. Didn't you just get done with practice about 5:30? Why is he checking his weight at 7 o'clock? I said at night.
That's Robbie.
I think, yeah, that's just him. Just always super prepared that way.
Well, and a kid like Robbie has got with that much muscle, it's got to be hard, weight-wise, to keep it there.
Why?
What do you mean why?
What
'Cause
it-
to cut weight for a kid like that, you're cutting muscle.
Check what,
You know?
yeah, check
Yeah,
what
but he's been, he's maintained that weight all year long. So he started the year with that much muscle. So it's just a matter of he's okay. He's not looking weak or drawn down out there to me.
No, not at all.
Okay, he weighed in at 120.8, so he's 1.2 under today.
Oh, they
When you
got the
weighed it.
team score on the bottom. All
Oh,
right.
perfect.
So now I can get rid of this little deal we got here on the bottom of our screen and stop updating that.
Yep.
I didn't really want to do it anyway. But back to the wrestling parent thing. I
Well,
had a
this is
friend
Karen
in
Barber.
Yeah, I know.
I had a
thought-
friend in Iowa that was watching a match, and she recorded, and so you could hear her talking in the background. And I watched her boy wrestle. Yeah, he did a nice job, but I was so entertained by the commentary from the mom, being a wrestling mom. She calls it Mama Bear. She goes into Mama Bear mode and just starts screaming, getting all pumped up. Anyone that's had a son in wrestling gets what we're saying. Hard to control those emotions when you're powerless on the sideline. Lam, nice front head, jumps behind, elevates, finishes.
That was a
Good
big,
sequence there by
big
Lam.
return too.
I taught Jack a guillotine, so now that's his go-to defense anytime I take him
yeah.
down.
Yep. You're talking MMA guillotine,
Yes.
not,
Oh, yeah,
not
yeah.
the wrestling. She's not sliding the legs in
No,
and
no,
turning
no.
you for
Guillotine
3.
choke.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Good. Good. It's important that 2, 3-year-old boys know how to run a guillotine choke.
You know, and
Hey,
he, and
they
he
need to defend
uses it.
themselves.
He uses it to reverse position. He's smart.
That's
He's not
great.
using it
Yeah.
to try to choke me out.
Abs-
He's using it to get top position.
And then from
And
there, he's got more
full
options.
Mount. He's
yeah.
from full mount right
Yeah.
there. And now he knows 1, 2, 3 for punching.
Good.
And so he'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And cover up.
Yeah, yeah.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Brady Lam controlling the ride on top right now, leading 2-0 over there.
So Iggy comes through 10-0 here versus Stuckey to put Albert Lee up. They don't have the team score figured out on that scoreboard yet. But Albert Lee's got to be ahead here.
11 to 6.
11-6. I'd say, you know, just from personal preference, you probably want to teach him the Darce next, Fearson.
You know, that's a pretty advanced thing for a 3-year-old.
I don't know. How long are his arms?
Not big enough to
So
pull that
stubby
off
still?
on my neck.
Still got toddler arms?
No, he's got long arms for a 3-year-old.
So, so
We
toddler
really,
arms.
hey Ben, we really should see some video so we can, critique
Dissect
his,
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit. Why don't you get some of that video for us?
I might have a 1, 2, 3 video, but it was in his early days of it, so it's not perfected yet.
Okay. We could even put it on the YouTube feed here.
Sure.
He's been so sick lately.
Oh, already the excuses are coming
No,
out.
no, no, no. I'm not talking for that.
Brady Lam gets his escape. He does a nice job getting that escape, and he's back on the offense trying to get to a leg.
I mean, there's no doubt that Jack's not going to be the fighter of the two. I'll say that.
You never know.
He's going to be the lover. Of
You
the
don't
two.
know. Maybe he's just the thinker and the
He's a
strategy
thinker.
guy, and he's going to end up being this really good fighter just by.
As long as he never
outclass-
gets hit or
You don't know.
touched or
Things can change.
he's
oh,
pretty
Brady.
soft right now.
Brady.
I don't know what that was. He just tried, but he's fortunate that it was on the edge
he was
of the
trying
mat.
to get like a Browski cow catcher type move, but he went the other way.
He took
his
himself to
back.
his back.
Luckily, it was out of bounds.
Yeah,
It
he's
was
fortunate.
interesting. One of those interesting moves you
And-
don't want to see as a
And
coach.
that's and now he gets
it's
to a nice
much
single.
better. Yeah,
Beautiful.
beautiful, beautiful. That's where he wants to be.
Yep.
So, Lam up 5-0. Comets leading 13-3. Started off, we had Jace Minnelli go out at 106, and he lost a decision to Maxwell Peterson. At 13, Jared Johnson won a nail biter, actually. He was up 5-0, ended up winning 6-4 and holding off a shot at the end over Mitchell Peterson. At 120 pounds, we had Matthew Harfman go out and get a tech fall for the Comets. And then at 126, Robbie Horseman followed suit and got a tech fall. Now we've got Brady Laum out here at 132, leading 5-0 in the second period with 30
Reed
seconds.
DeFrang
remaining.
looking for a pin right here.
Yeah, who's he wrestling from Albert Lee at 32?
The PEM crowd angrily gesturing that was a pin.
That's-
That is a
He
pin.
was stuck like 3 different times.
I'm trying to read the lips, and I think it's, what are you looking at?
Oh my God.
Literally, sir. What does he want?
Yeah, finally got it, but boy, did he have to.
He would have
That's going to
got.
make it 12. That's going to make it 12-11, and Albert Lee's won 3 matches, and Pem's won 2. And
Is
and
DeFrang
Albert
a
Lee-
senior now?
What?
Is DeFrang a senior?
Let's look at the little handy-dandy sheet Mr. Fearson got us.
Mr. Fearson's good for that kind of
He is
stuff.
a senior, 29-1.
Yeah, solid. Lam in on another shot over there on the far mat, opposite of the Civic Center from where we're sitting. Now he leads 7-0 with 140 remaining in the third. Who's Lam wrestling? Did we ever establish that?
Perrin Barber. We had it wrong in the last match. This is Perrin Barber, according to the loudspeaker.
Okay, yeah. So we don't know what we're looking at. We're essentially here just to fill the air so you're not listening in silence while you watch the scoreboard. Hopefully we can be entertaining in some way, shape, or form for you.
And somewhat maybe even wrestling informative. But coming from us
Maybe.
3, don't
it's
expect
hit
a
or
lot
miss.
of that.
Hit or miss.
Yeah.
Albert Lee with another cradle here.
Oh no, and they're in. Yeah, this is.
There's a
Oh,
foul. Now the Pem father stands up and says, "You called that one pretty quick."
I would stand up and do that if
Yeah.
I was.
Yep.
Was the other ref though.
It is the other ref.
so what are Pem's chances? They are having 12 down low like this. They're tough up top, isn't Pem pretty tough up top?
It's hard to tell because they don't wrestle the toughest schedule. They're solid, but
Alam with another takedown,
Yeah,
leading
and
9-1. Now he's cutting him again.
He looks pretty good in this match.
He does.
He's doing a nice job changing levels, getting to a leg, doing some nice hand fighting,
Nice
snapping
snap.
down.
Now this is where we don't necessarily need to go. He snapped him down, tried to go for that Browski again, and just not necessary. Now he fixed his position. Now he's circling and scoring, and that's how you want to do it. Nice job. That's 2. I don't know what. Okay, thank you. Just need a little encouragement from me to call that takedown.
see, this is why this is a bad spot for Plainview. Obviously,
It's 17-2 for a team score. Did Pem lose a
No,
team?
they 17-12 it should be.
Oh,
It says 17-2, but it should
it's
be.
12. Yeah.
Telling you, Aldrich and
Lom-
Glazier are the only 2 guaranteed wins here yet.
Lom
and
wins
it's
17
unfortunate
to
though
3.
for Plainview because this is Marks.
But
This
they
is
should have
normally one they'd-
moved Marks. Why didn't? Although you can't, you bump him up and you just got.
I
Aldrich.
wonder if Carter isn't banged up because he's lost a couple matches here at the end of the year that I didn't expect him to lose.
All Albert Lee right now in this duel.
So Lam gets the tech fall 7.
Nope.
Oh,
It was 17-3 was the final.
Oh, it did end at 17-3. Good call, Van Ort.
Now we got Keaton Shore out there throwing underhooks. Physical. Ooh, good movement. Heavy on the head, underhook, constant movement on the edge.
Van Ort, I'm going to ask you a wrestling question,
Okay.
and I'm not going to ask Fearson because I know he already knows.
What?
Of the 4
What can
te-
he know that I
I was
don't?
going to say, I'm anxious to hear this now.
of all the AA teams in the section,
Yeah.
Oh, I do
which
know
team
this.
do you think has the most seniors on the roster?
Oh, you see that?
Yeah, he tried it at least. He went for it.
Heck yeah.
Who's he wrestling?
Keaton.
No, who's
Oh.
Keaton wrestling?
I don't know.
Fredericks or something?
Oh,
He,
the Freeriksen. Austin Freeriksen's not bad.
he did a hip toss, but
Yeah.
Keaton
Actually, that's
stopped. That was pretty cool.
when I started looking at Trent Nelson a little bit. I looked at Freeriksen a little bit. He's won some pretty good matches here down the stretch.
Who has the most seniors?
I
Well,
got
we've
it. I
got-
got it right away.
Yeah,
I
we've
said.
we've got 5, which isn't a lot, right?
Not a lot.
I don't know. I got a 1 out of 3 chance then because I know it's not
No, he
KM.
said all the teams in the section. Any AA team.
You can pick any.
It's
but
one
just
of the
trying to confuse
remaining 4.
let's just tease him and say it's one of the 4.
Albert Lee.
No, it's Byron.
Byron?
Byron has 10.
10 seniors?
10 seniors. I couldn't even believe it.
Boy.
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought too. You don't have to say any more.
Yeah.
Boy, it's gonna
Well,
be
Keaton, nice action so far. He's really been wrestling at a high pace here. Cut.
Yeah, if Freeriksen can keep up with him pace-wise here, then
Good luck.
good on him.
Yeah, good for him.
But I don't think he can.
4-1 right now for sure. After a second takedown right on the edge behind the Byron bench, so we couldn't see exactly how he did it.
Now-
Keaton immediately rolls. Ooh, that's not. You remember who was it that we? Brett Paulson always rolls to his hip to capture that wrist.
Yep.
Keaton just got a little sloppy there and tried to roll to his hip, capture wrist, and got reversed.
Yep.
And that's why typically going down to your hip isn't a
Not
good
right.
strategy.
That's right.
Is Freeriksen a senior?
Keaton immediately gets the escape.
Leading 5-3,
Oh.
20 seconds to go, and Freeriksen's in on a
No,
single.
that's an 8th grader.
This for Byron?
Freeriksen?
An 8th grader?
Yeah.
He's wrestling awfully tough against our senior Keaton Shore
Like I
right
said,
now.
his record is 12-8, and I would bet 8 of those wins here were in the last month of the season where he wrestled really well.
He took a single leg on Keaton and turned the corner. Keaton was sprawling, and all of a sudden he was behind him and almost got another 2. So it's 5-3 for Shore right now. Shore defending another attack here. What's this kid's name again?
Austin Frierksen.
I got to remember that because he's coming on strong. Friertson
8th grader, 12 and 8.
looks
Oh.
awfully better than a 12 and 8.
Yes, he does,
Wrestler.
sure does.
Keaton chooses down here going into the second period. Immediately up to his feet. Nice escape with hand control.
This Marks Aldrich match here is pretty good. It's 2-1 yet.
Yep. Sorry, I was.
So this is, I'd say if anything, this is, I think this is where you have to get Aldrich, get him a little bit tired here late is where you're going to beat him if you're going to beat him if you're Marks. So
yeah, 2-1 going to the third in this match. Keaton
Keaton's
does get a takedown, now up 8-3. Nice work. I feel like that pace that Keaton brings, it can be a double-edged sword.
Well, if
because
you-
it's hard to stay in good position when you're working that fast. If he could stay in good position at that pace and wear guys down, I think he'd almost be unstoppable.
Well, it just means you're going to give up some points.
But that's,
You know,
yeah,
it
I mean,
doesn't
he's
mean you're-
going for it.
Yeah.
Oh!
It's just a little dangerous sometimes.
Now this is the Plainview Albert Lee match. Aldrich, Smetmixer's Marks. He's 2-1 and he Smetmixer's Marks to his back.
Boy, they would have taken a decision here. They would have been pumped with the decision here. Now, it is the ref who didn't call very quick pins.
Marks gets out of
Nice.
it. Wow, he was tight
It's going
too.
to be 8-2. No, he didn't get the escape. So 8-1 here.
Well, you got to cut him right now. don't you?
Keaton's got. What is the position they're in over there? Keaton trying to turn him from
Both
the
Yeah.
on
far
each
side,
other's hip, basically.
hip to hip, and Keaton trying to run a half from the far side. Now he
Yeah.
just goes behind. Keaton gets the stalling call. That's an advantage of running a fast pace, is you get stalling
Yep.
calls on the other wrestler. And the thing is with Keaton, you know, he's good enough that even if he gets put in a bad position, he's going to be able to get out of it and
Well,
still
that's
win
what
the
I'm saying.
match.
I
So
don't-
maybe it's worth the risk to put the guy in the back and get the pin. I don't know.
I don't have a problem with the way he's.
No, it's
like I
exciting and
said,
fun
you
to
put-
watch.
Fun to watch, and I don't. He might give up some points, but
He's going to be good enough to get out.
yeah.
But this kid, this 8th grader, is no joke, is he?
No, he's wrestling hard too.
Yep. Shore leads 8-3 now in the second period with 16 seconds left.
It is fun, even from a result standpoint, to watch some of these kids. For me, you know, I don't get to go to every duel, but
Yeah.
I'll watch every result, and you kind of see kids who are coming on at the end of the year, winning some matches that you wouldn't have expected them to get at the beginning of the year.
Right.
And he's
Or,
definitely one, and that Trent Nelson kid for them is another one that's
or even being competitive, not necessarily even winning, but
well, right.
Wrestling a really good
exactly.
wrestler, really
I mean, he's
strong.
wrestling a state champion
Yep.
very well here.
Yep.
You know, he's down 8-3, but
he's
No
giving
shame in
himself
that against Keaton
opportunities to
Shore.
score. Yeah. Shore back just all over him. And there he
Just
gets
got the first
Yep.
ding.
He got another stalling call, so a point for Shore. Benefit of that super fast pace that he's been bringing. You got to like his conditioning, that's for sure. And he dropped to the legs and tried to get to a double and just went off the edge of the mat, or he'd probably had 2 there. So now he leads 9-3 after that stalling point.
I think Nelson's only a junior too, isn't he? Yeah, he's a junior.
Keaton, nicely done. Little elbow pass to the far leg and then trips him back for 2.
So, yeah, if you remember at the Swallow duels, I don't know if you guys were watching, in the Caledonia duel, their heavyweight, Brent Robley, very good football player, Division I type football player. I think
Yeah.
he's going D2.
Yeah.
But their heavyweight, I think he blew out his ACL at the Swallow duels.
Yeah.
If you
Oh,
remember
I
that
remember
injury,
that.
the
Yeah,
heavyweight
I remember
injury.
that.
And basically, their backup heavyweight had to wrestle to go. They would have been here probably if Brent Robley's out there. Their
Mhm.
backup got pinned, and if Robley wins the match, they win the duel against Wabasha.
Keaton's just pouring it on right now. He's
Yeah.
got 2 takedowns in the last
Well,
7
I don't care
seconds.
how good you are. That pace is going to wear you down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's putting moves together, and the kid never knows what's coming next.
well, and he got a stalling, and then Keaton took him down right away after it. You know,
Yeah,
just
he had an
with that
arm
pace.
drag takedown, immediately cut him. Like his hand just touched the mat, they gave him 2. Then Keaton was out in front of him again and took him down again. So 15-5 here with a minute left. If Keaton wanted to, he probably could take him down more from the feet. It looks like he's looking for a turn.
Well, 54 seconds. He's up 10.
It's a lot of takedowns to
It
get in 1
is.
minute.
It's a lot. I mean, it's possible.
It's possible the way
I'd
he was
rather have
going.
one 5-pointer in there.
Yeah. And Keaton does let him come up to his feet. And now he circles through and tries to do that roll through tilt successfully. He's
There it
getting
is.
counts. That's a smart move by
Get his
Keaton.
Did he
Three.
get
Think
2
he got a
counts?
2
I don't know
count.
if he ever got a 2.
But now you
He did
He's
not
holding-
get the 2.
yeah, he- yeah, he
now
did.
you
Yeah.
cou-
He did.
ah,
He's
now
holding
you're
it.
not gonna-
He got the 2, so it's
He only got 2?
17-5. He needs just one
Man,
3-point
3 would
turn.
have been good.
He just needs a 3-point turn here. With
Well, now
with
you have to try
15
for the
seconds
turn.
left.
You can't go. You're not going to get enough takedowns.
Oh, and
16
then
seconds.
they call potentially dangerous. There
It's a
goes
quick,
that.
potentially dangerous call.
He had the arm behind the back, which could have.
I would put him on his feet with 13 seconds and try throw.
throw?
Keaton is just that, you know,
He could.
he could go feet to back pretty easy.
Well,
right
yeah,
now.
Him and Hammond would be the guys that would do
There
it.
you go,
They're
Keaton.
listening to you.
Come on, Keaton. There you go. Take it right to back. He's going to score the takedown, but
Yeah.
he's not going to put him to his back.
But good match.
Yeah, really
R-
nicely
really
done
nice.
by Keaton. By the way, in the Albert Lee
19-6.
Pem match, Albert Lee took their junior 138-pounder who weighed in at 45 and moved him up to 52. Logan Donovan for Albert Lee, who is a junior, is now wrestling, and it looks like he's up 2-0 right now.
So Keaton finishes at 19-6. Really good match. Really good match. His only miscue was in that first period when he got reversed. Other than that, it was all Shore the entire time.
But like I said, I'm thoroughly impressed by the 8th grader.
Yeah.
I mean,
He looked really good in that first period.
you're just going to get worn down. I don't care
And
how
yeah,
good you are.
Keaton's
if
pace
someone's
wore him
setting a
down.
pace like that.
Now we got Hammond out there. I don't know who he's wrestling at 145. Comets leading
Is
the
this
duel
Adamson?
21-3. Adamson kind of looks headlock. Hammond feels it. Now they're on the edge of the mat over there. Hammond got him down on his back trying to swim for that second leg. If he can swim for the second leg, he'll get the 2 here, but Adamson knows that, and he's got that arm trapped. It's close here. He's just got Hammond's arm trapped, and Hammond can't get that second arm around. Hammond's doing his darndest. Looks like they're probably going to call stale here, I'd guess. And there it is, yep.
So it looks like Adamson had enough wrestling at 38. He's qualified to wrestle at 38, but he had enough wrestling at 38 and went up to 45 because probably not going to wrestle Keaton at 38.
Man, you know, this, I think you're right. You and I have talked off the air about Byron a little bit, and you look at this team, it's got the makings to be very good. It's an unfortunate year for them to be with all these seniors. And, well, take Casson out of this, and if they ever stay healthy, if you can go Peterson, Frederickson's pretty good, Adamson's pretty good, Nelson's not bad, you know, and then a couple of their bigger guys are that Vicente De Leon, not probably going to win you a ton of matches, but he keeps them close. You know,
I don't think they compete with Albert Lee or Pem, though, even this year.
I don't know
I
if
think they compete with Pem.
Pem they would.
Absolutely, I think they compete with Pem.
And
First
actually,
of all, Byron wrestles a tougher schedule than Pem.
and actually, it's a not a great matchup for Albert Lee down low because they're pretty tough down low, and
That's
and
true.
the Petersons are going to beat them.
I'm just saying, for Byron, you know, we haven't seen Byron be super competitive in duels for a while.
Right.
But this was probably the team that could have done it, and unfortunately it's in a year where Casson's the best team ever from southeastern Minnesota. I don't get as many alumni arguing with me on that this year.
No, there's no argument to be made.
there's
It's
not.
not even close.
Although Nate Thomas said, I'll let you guys talk about that, not me.
Yeah.
The politician.
His dad will
in the-
probably talk to us
Yeah,
about
he's probably on. I haven't seen any texts
it.
from
No,
him.
he
but-
hasn't
Yeah,
yelled at us
but-
yet, so I doubt he's on.
Even Ryan knows. He's aware of how good this team is.
He might just argue for the sake of arguing.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that I don't do that occasionally.
Oh, I love doing that. Yeah.
Pick a side. Let's go.
Show me that you can do it intelligently and beat me in this argument.
So 1-0, Hammond leads on the strength of his escape here in the second. He's had an opportunity.
There's a
Now
nice
he's in
shot.
deep. Now
Deep
he's
shot.
going to get this. Nice.
And he might get him.
nice.
He's got the legs split.
You know, and it's nice to watch the Castle Manorville bench over there, and the kids all kind of They got into that takedown.
Yeah, that was
So
a nice
they're into
takedown.
it.
Anytime you got somebody above your head, it's a pretty solid shot.
And that's definitely a spot where Jack would have guillotined me. It was there.
It was there,
Yeah.
totally there.
Now that I'm not doing the MMA stuff as much, I don't find myself at every wrestling duel wondering
Thinking
why
about,
the armbar's there. What are you doing?
take the side choke. What
Oh
the-
my goodness. Yeah, again, north-south choke is always there.
Albert Lee leading 21-12 in their duel and leading in this match 7-0.
And how many times when a guy sits out are you thinking Peruvian necktie is there?
Man, I only hit that a couple times ever, and it was a tough one for me to finish.
It's always been one of my favorite. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe just for
just
the
the name, right?
alone, but it is fun to see somebody hit it.
Hammond, there's not a lot of action going on there since that last takedown. There's 20 seconds left in the second. Now Hammond in the legs, but right on the edge. This isn't going to go anywhere for either wrestler. There are a lot of hand fighting and moving around in the center, but not a lot of real action. Hammond has been taking the initiative. He's been the one to get to shots. A couple of them have been right on the edge that he hasn't been able to finish. That one that he did get here to put him up 3-1 was right in the center of the mat. Beautifully done.
Do you guys? Okay, here's an opinion question. Do you guys think Keaton is wrestling better this year than his state title year? I feel like he's back to that form at the least, from what I've seen.
I think what
He's-
we saw today
He's a
with his
different kind
pace.
of
Yeah.
wrestler now than he was then.
He's,
But
he's very aggressive right now.
I think I think he's wrestling just as good,
I think it's just as good or better.
but
I think.
he's just in a way tougher weight class
Yeah.
in the state right now than he
Well,
was,
right now, right.
2 years ago. So will he win a state championship? I don't know. I certainly think he has the potential to be
Well,
competitive.
I'm not
there.
even asking that.
But-
I'm at
Yeah.
his actual wrestling.
Yeah,
Don't you
I mean,
think
it's hard to
as
argue
good
how,
or better.
with that pace and what he's able to do out there and move to move it's pretty tough. The only danger is if you get caught,
Okay, so I have a quick question for you then. Now that we're sitting here comparing teams, how would Keaton Shore do against Colton Langonier the year that they were seniors?
I mean, I take Colton.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Keaton.
But here's the thing.
Colton had one go-to move, and that was his shot,
A low single.
his
But
low single.
The
And
other thing is with Colton, I always felt I liked the way he wrestled when he was younger. I feel like he took a little bit of the meanness away from him when he got older, a little more finesse than the mean. I think it'd be it'd be a fun fight.
It'd be interesting to see because Hammond now is starting in the top position here with a minute left. Sorry, he's leading 3-1 in the third.
But
I
Colton was
think it'd
always
be
one of my
interesting to
favorite
see
wrestlers too,
where if Keaton could get engaged with Colton, because Colton always kept his distance.
right.
You know what I mean? And Keaton scores so much off of things like underhooks and things like that where he's in tight and he's working upper body.
You just
that
think he has more weapons, is what you're saying.
he has more weapons
Yeah.
for sure than Colton, but I don't know if he could get engaged.
Well, how about strength?
Hold on here. We got to talk about this match. Hammond just got reversed, and it's 3-3 with 20 seconds left. They're on the edge of the mat. Now Hammond Granby's him
And gets nothing.
and gets nothing because he Granbied him off the mat. So Hammond's got 21 seconds left here. He's in the down position. He's got to get out. Ryan Hill looked like he thought that Hammond should have at least got loss of control there. A point for loss of control after that Granby.
20 seconds to work here.
Yeah, he's up to his feet. Adamson drops to an ankle. Hammond trying to kick out. Noah's asking for a stalling call. Hammond's trying to kick out. It's still hanging onto the ankle. Not working his way up. Hammond's kicking out. 5 seconds left, 4 seconds left. Now there's the stalling
Didn't
warning.
warn it,
but it's just a
too
warning.
late.
But I tell you what, if I had to bet on any person in
Yeah.
overtime, it'd be Hammond. He's
Yeah.
won so many overtime matches. 4 seconds, 3 seconds now the clock shows. And he's not going to be able to get out here. So it is going to go to overtime, and we'll get to see Hammond work where he's awfully good.
Well, and Adamson's had so many injuries. I don't if he's all the way up to wrestling shape yet. He's only had 20 matches this year.
But if from what we saw earlier in this match, Hammond was initiating all the offense from the feet. Adamson scored just now, and that was beautiful. Beautiful. Hammond puts him to his back and finishes the
Hammond.
match.
Now, he should have got 2 earlier.
He should have. Yeah.
But the referee let him wrestle, and then Hammond just about crunched him over backwards and broke his back. I mean,
Could
that
have
was
ended up
bad.
in a pin there for since the ref didn't give him the earlier 2. But great job. Just like we said, if I had to put money on anybody in an overtime situation, it's Hammond because he's been there so much
And he's
and
such
he's
a
won so many matches
he's
and he's
such a
so clutch.
pinner,
He's
too.
so clutch. So great job by Hammond after getting reversed, coming back and winning an OT.
Yep.
All right, that makes the dual score 24-3 for your Comets. Brady Berge heading out at 152. Well, if Plainview is going to win this duel, they got to win this match.
They're
You
down.
sound really excited about it.
Sorry, I'm tired.
Me
2
too.
sick kids.
I ate a pizza before I went to bed. That was my problem.
Oh, that's self-inflicted.
Oh, I know. It was so out of character.
I guess having children self-inflicted as well.
Just lost discipline
I
for
just-
one moment of
I'm
weakness.
just asking both of you to stop your whining. That's it.
I just
I didn't
mowed.
whine. I was called out for yawning.
Well,
I have to defend myself.
Brady with a quick 2, and he's got him on his back here.
Uh-oh.
Kid's got a nice bridge going, but you can't keep that up for a minute and a half.
yeah.
Not against Brady Berge.
Well, he does get out of the position, though, so nice
Isn't
job
this
there.
the kid that Brady couldn't pin last time they wrestled, though?
I don't remember.
That was
Klein?
so squirrely.
Squirrely's a good word. Just stubborn and squirrely.
It must be Klein because Nelson has a big knee brace on, I think.
Yeah, Albert Lee leading 25-12 and leading this match. Not looking good for the old, what's the PEM, Tigers? PEM?
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs. Oh, it's the Albert Lee Tigers. Brady running a bar from the left.
I think if a Tiger and a Bulldog got in a fight, I think we know how that's going to go down, right?
Well, judging from this, yeah. Brady doing his little arm bar and then circles the opposite direction into a reverse
Ooh,
half.
that was a nice pin, quick. Wow,
That
they
was-
didn't mess around.
No messing around there. So Brady hips Berge with another great result. Now we got Dalton Andrews coming out at a 160.
No, Dalton going out at 60.
So is he getting Nelson? That's my question.
Is this going to be Nelson?
I don't know. I gotta hear.
Got to listen.
Yeah, it looks like him just watching him move.
Well, he usually, yeah, he's moving well, but Nelson has a knee. He was wearing a huge knee brace at the Swallows.
Okay. Well, maybe.
Dalton, Dalton's so good in the first 30 seconds of a match.
This
Okay,
is Staler.
nah.
This is not Trent Nelson. You see what Trent Nelson weighed in at?
52, I thought. I saw him.
Dalton in
Yep,
top
so he's
position
not
here with
gonna
the
wrestle
leg
today.
in.
Unless
Gotta-
that was Nelson versus Brady. I don't think it was, though.
No, they said.
Did they say Klein?
I thought they said. It's on track wrestling. Why don't we bring
Ooh,
track
Dalton's got
on?
him to his back
I'm
here
having
with
a
the
hard
leg
time
in.
loading track wrestling.
Ooh, he's got it. Had it tight.
Yeah, he's a little high, I think, to get a pin. Well, now he can. If he can readjust, there he goes. Perfect. If he can get, now pick that head up. He's going to end up with a
call the
fall here.
honeymooner in.
Why do you call it a honeymooner, Kent?
I don't know. That's just what they used to call it, Van Ort.
That was
I don't
Trent
ask that
Nelson that
question.
wrestled Berge.
And he pinned him with it.
Dalton pinned him in the quote-unquote honeymooner, which I'll leave you guys to imagine what it looks like. Let's just say they were in close proximity to each other. All right, we got Patrick Kennedy coming out here. Casson kind of into the buzzsaw mode here through their well, I guess they're kind of strong the whole way through, but when you get into state champ or a top ranked guy versus top ranked guy versus cadet freestyle champ,
Right.
all in a row, you start having a lot of wins and a lot of bonus points. Patrick Kennedy up 2-0.
Is he using that tilt also? Oh no, he's just
He's
going to
got- he's got
use
the
the
head.
horse collar over horse.
Head pinch between the legs and brings him across with that cow catcher.
Just had a listener ask why we can't show the match.
Well, because
ask the state high school
somewhere,
league,
yeah,
please.
yeah, somewhere in the state, the MSHSL has a broadcast.
No,
It doesn't
because
even
they
have to be
signed
here.
an exclusive broadcast deal with someone and took all the money from it, and now we can't broadcast section tournaments. Now nobody
Or
gets to
state.
watch.
But
Well, state at least is broadcast by someone.
right, yeah,
Nobody can broadcast from these anymore except Channel 45.
which
and they're
they don't.
obviously not coming to
Yep.
8 different
But it
times
doesn't matter.
3 classes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We don't get to do it.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
What I would strongly,
Yeah,
well,
right
I'm
to
not
the
going to
MSHSL.
recommend, but
no, I would absolutely recommend it.
no, that's
because-
not what I'm talking about. I'm
Oh.
saying anyone in this civic center right now could pull out their phone and live stream video of this place, and there's
And be an-
nothing anyone could do about it.
You could.
But we can't do it.
You could, but you'd have a hard time proving actual damages.
No, you couldn't.
You sure could. It's copyrighted.
Well, I'm saying, how are they going to find it? As soon as you
I'm
can.
saying if they do find it.
Well, they wouldn't.
No,
I'm saying you
they're
could
not gonna
have
shut
10
you down
different
during.
people in
I
here,
know. I'm just saying that they could.
and you can
take you to
create.
court.
You could create a name on Facebook called "I Love Wrestling," and do a Facebook
I
live
think
stream.
that's already taken.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Hi, girls. All right, Kennedy finished that one off quick. We couldn't see the pin because he was behind the bench. Now we got Garson Shore at 182, leading 2-0.
So we better give a shout out to Coach B from Waterville Legion Morristown softball. I'm gonna assume that's what his name stands for. He's the one asking about the
Oh, okay.
about
Yeah,
the feed.
yeah.
We got a special guest sitting in here, Katie Harfman,
All right.
world-class performer. Did you see her in
No.
The Sound of Music?
Oh, yeah, I
She
saw
was
that.
incredible.
Incredible.
You really were, Katie. Is her mic on?
No.
Why not? She's got some-
Liability. Just never know what these girls are going to say. All right, we'll turn it up for a little bit.
I'm sure they'll keep it classier than their dad.
Yeah, probably. Hey, Katie, how are you?
Good.
We are in the midst of a rout by the Casimirville Comets over the Byron Bears.
Katie,
it looks
your
to
brother
be
wrestled
continuing.
very
as-
well.
Yeah.
He did.
Did you get to watch him?
Yeah.
And the rout continues as Garson Shore gets the fall in the first period with 31 seconds left to put the Comets up 48-3. Excellent job by Shore. And now we got big Jimmy Paulson. Look at the arms on that kid.
48-3. This went left in a hurry for Byron.
Yep, and you know the Comets could have put out probably Bennett Berge at 106, and I'm guessing gotten the victory over Maxwell Peterson there based on past results if they really wanted to. But Jace went out and wrestled well, just lost a decision there. Jimmy Paulson here with 1:45 remaining in the first. Got his opponent in a front head. Sprawling as the Byron. You know who this is for Byron? Pearson? 95. Jimmy's-
Probably West Birch.
Jimmy got the 2. Now he's got him on his back.
Unless it's DeLeon. Actually, I can look. It
And
is
a
West
fall.
Birch.
Their points are coming quick now, ladies and gentlemen. 54-3 for big Jimmy Paulson. Hi, Noel.
Hi.
Whoa, hot mic. So we got Katie Harfman and Noel Van Ort joining us as guest commentators. We'll let them each say about 3 words.
How dare you?
You already
What if they
said
have-
one.
What if they already have? What if they have some great insight?
Are you guys both in the new play coming up here? Is it a middle school play at Casimirville?
Yeah.
What's the name of that one?
Schoolhouse Rock.
Oh, okay.
Live.
Lot of
is
lot of
that-
groovy music in that one.
Groovy.
Is it better than The Sound of Music? No.
Yeah, I don't think
Well,
so.
this is just a middle
but
school one, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, it'll be good, but that was a pretty talented cast in that Sound of Music.
Yeah.
it was.
And I don't think anyone's putting Schoolhouse Rock on the same level as Sound
All
of
right.
Music in.
Now you
theater.
two
It's like
are
comparing apples to carrots.
talented. You
Right.
two are talented performers. Now, what is your opinion of the headsets and plays that they use nowadays? They didn't do that back in the day.
Well, Katie had some really personal experience with her headset in the Sound of Music the
saying,
night I went and watched.
It to me, even if it was working perfectly, which I can't imagine that's going to happen very often.
What do you propose as a alternative?
Well, how did we survive for a million years without headsets in place?
You just couldn't
You
hear.
talk a little louder. Yeah. Well, the acoustics in your new Performance Center are incredible.
Are good.
So I don't think you need the
but what you
but
do,
you can put mics around the thing and
you do
catch
need
a
them.
lot of it.
You do need them because
No,
when,
I know,
when
and that's what all
Katie's
the tech people
headset
say.
went out, we couldn't hear her, and she was
But-
talking
but-
at the top
But
of
you
her
also
voice.
didn't have the stage set up for not having headsets. You
Correct.
know what I mean? If it was set up for not having headsets, yeah, it probably would have been harder.
Why
to
does
hear.
it bother you? That's
Because the rough rustling, like when they're dancing around and moving around, you hear the
Oh.
rustling, and it's like, I don't
yeah.
know. It was just you're trying to make it as authentic as possible. and
So,
it's really hard to.
In Fearson's opinion, The Sound of Music was garbage. Katie, what do you think
No,
about
that's
that?
not what I'm saying.
She's
I'm
personally
offended.
I was
affronted by that.
asking her thoughts on headsets, and I get that that's just the way it's done at this point.
I mean, it's good to have them because one person in The Sound of Music, she was a really quiet talker.
Brett Paulson with the
and
fall.
so-
So, well, if you didn't have headsets, then that person probably just wouldn't have gotten the part if they can't project, right?
Or they'd figure out how to help them project.
So 60-3 after a big pin by Brett Paulson. Sorry we've gotten off the topic a little bit about wrestling.
We were on topic there. That's
Now we got Noah Ryan going out at heavyweight for your Mighty Mighty Comets. And again, there's people out there that don't think that KM
Uh-oh.
could beat Apple Valley.
Plainview headlock here. They need a pin. Oh.
Comets just have way too much flexibility in their lineup compared to, or just way more flexibility than the other teams in the state, specifically Shakopee and Apple Valley, and I think that's probably what would put the Comets over the top in a duel. Sadly, we'll never know.
It could have come to the clash.
Could have happened at the Clash, but we'll
Except
never know.
that I don't know if it would have. They might have been in the same bracket.
Yeah, you don't know if they get matched up or not.
Well, the reality is when I talked to Clash organizers, I think they thought that Casson was a 1 seed at that Clash. I
Which
mean, obviously,
we
worst
might have-
case scenario 2.
We
but
might have been
I
the
think you
third
would
or
have been the
fourth
fourth
best
one
team
seed.
in the tournament.
I think you would have. It's all it's all about
It's-
matchups at that
yep,
thing, as we saw in the
yep.
finals once again.
It's all mythical.
Well, there's just so many that are impossible to explain other than that's wrestling matchups. You know, where you got 30-point swing from one team to the next team.
Yeah, you just can't go by, well, opponent A beat opponent B and opponent B beat opponent C.
Right.
It doesn't work that way in wrestling at all. So Noah Ryan with a 2-point takedown and a 3-point turn. Albert Lee Pem match here is really highly energetic. Both sides, both benches up. A lot of screaming and yelling going on. A lot of angry posturing.
Yeah, and the Albert Lee wrestler's tired. I don't know who it is,
Mhm.
but
They
I
got-
would have
they
loved
gotta
to
have
see
6 here.
Sabas wrestle Brent Jones last night.
oh, Noah's getting near fall. It looks like he's going to get this pin here, I think.
Yeah, the floodgates have opened, ladies and gentlemen, and the Comets are the ones flooding. The dam failed.
It's like the Oroville Dam
Yeah,
in
it is
California. It's
Complete
burst.
catastrophic failure here,
Yeah.
and it's just been pin since 52. Hasn't stopped pinning.
How does that go again?
There's no evacuation route here
Hey,
for
can
the
you,
Byron
Can you run
Bears.
through that again with me?
I think it was pin. So 6 pins in a row, I believe, since 52.
Ooh, wow. 39 seconds to go in this match here with Albert Lee and Pem tied up 5-5, and they give him the escape in the third because they think they can take him down to go behind 6-5.
Well,
Kind of
they
a
might
risky
be.
thing to do.
Yeah. They might have been wrong here, judging from, well, maybe they're right. Albert
Well,
Lee had a nice front head. Now Pem drives
yeah.
to the leg.
Albert Lee needs the
Oh,
point.
Albert Lee takes a gamble and gets put to his back.
Same exact
He might
spot
roll
he
through,
was,
though. He could roll through here.
And I think he's gonna.
Oh,
Don't
now
you-
he's not going to.
Now, he could get the pin. He could.
No.
Put him to sleep.
His head
He just quit.
His head is cranked. He's not going to get the pin with 4 seconds. And he does roll through. And he gets the
Ooh, Noah
reversal, but
Ryan.
it's going to be too little too late.
Noah Ryan's got a finger that something's wrong with over there, by the way.
Pop it.
They're gonna-
Jacqueline has got it under control,
She's probably popping it back in. It's probably dislocated.
which isn't the best thing to happen to a wrestler. I don't think we should say that it's dislocated. They might have just been jammed.
Probably jammed.
If it was dislocated, I'd assume they'd tape it, and he's right back out there now wrestling. So
Harfman's a doctor.
Leading
Just stop it.
9-0, Noah
one of
Ryan.
his many qualities. Did you know that Mr. Harfman's grandmother, 102 or 103?
103.
103 years old, was at the grand
I saw
opening
the
at the high school the other
pictures.
night?
I saw the pictures.
Unbelievable.
She's probably still sharper than Kent, too.
She is.
And there is the final pin. So 7 pins in a row to finish it off here for your Mighty Comets, making the final duel score 66-3.
Now we will await the winner of Albert Lee Pem, which
66
still
to 3.
could go
It's
either way.
still in play. It's still in play. 13 points here on the scoreboard between those two. We will go ahead and change the camera here to the Albert Lee Pem scoreboard. Sorry, everybody. Again, we are not allowed to take video, broadcast any video, because of a contract issue between MSHSL and Prep 45. But what we can show you is the scoreboard and give you our cutting edge commentary.
Speaking of cutting edge commentary, Mr. Fearson, do you know who's on the mat here for Albert Lee and Pem?
Bet we
Because
can figure it out. 82 for Pem should be either Wingert or Rother. I would guess Rother probably wrestled that last match. It could have been Dietrich because he had a huge win Thursday night. Dustin Dietrich beat McCoy Teakouts in overtime on Thursday night.
Wow.
He's 18 and 10, 10th grader.
that
Beating
had
the
to,
#1 ranked wrestler in the state.
Good for him. That's a big win. KM versus
This kid's fairly
question.
put together.
And the
Hold on, I got track up. I should just click on it. Oh no, that's still the last match.
what do you guys think
That
for an
is Frank
ETA on
Wingert.
the next one?
ooh, hey, this just gets a lot more interesting right now, folks, because if this is Brody Nielsen,
It is. It's Brody Nielsen versus Wingert.
then
Frank Wingert, not Riley.
let's see.
I'll say 25 minutes approximately till the next duel.
At least because we're still 3 matches to go and they need like 20-minute rest period between, correct?
No, just the wrestlers that have to have a certain
Still
amount
think
of time.
they wait. It'll be. They gotta clean
right.
the mat. They gotta do.
Yeah, I'll make it 30 minutes. So right now our scoreboard that we're watching is Albert Lee and Pem. Pem leads this match 2-0. Albert Lee leads the duel 28-15. Oh, Albert
Ooh,
Lee's
he's
high.
high.
He's
He's high.
real
Gotta
high.
leg
He's
it,
going to get
but
put to his back. He's going to go to his back. Oh. How
Pin
great
here.
would this
Oh, he's
be?
got it tight on that head.
How
Look at
great
how
would
tight
this
that head
be?
is.
He's getting backs. He's got him.
He's pinned.
Well, you can't tell if he's pinned from here. He's got to be close, though. He's going to try to pull him in.
It's off the mat right now. They're pulling back in, though.
He's got it tight. This is your north. And
Oh, he
there's
got
the
the
fall. 28-21 for Pem.
Pem's behind 28.
Yeah, sorry.
Albert Lee's
The
up
fall for
28-21.
Pem puts it 28-21
So
in
now we
favor of Albert Lee.
go to 195 here.
Suddenly things got a little bit interesting over here on mat number.
How many Palmers
3.
does Albert Lee have left? 2.
Well, this is
And
going to
Loney.
be
Should be Loney, shouldn't it? Yep.
Loney. Who's Pem sending out?
I would guess Rother. Oh no, Clark. It's got to be Clark.
Jacob Clark.
Problem is they finished with 2 freshmen.
Well, anything can happen.
Well, they need a pin here
Yeah, they do need a
to
pin
even
here.
have a shot, and even at that, it might not be. Gonna pin him right here.
He's arm dragging, trying to get behind, but to no avail. Comets victorious, in case you're just joining us, over Byron.
66-3. They won the first match of the duel, and the Comets won the next 13.
You know,
And the last 7 were falls.
Last 7 were falls is correct. And again, I say Byron that's a decent team.
I
Byron
know.
had.
The thing is, there's not much they can do after those first 2 matches against you guys. They just don't match up very well.
Some lively audio we got.
It's sorry, we're between
I'm
matches.
trying to
but
type
we're
in a box score. I'm sorry.
I'm checking my snap story, so I don't know what you guys
sort
are
of
up to.
watching
You're
wrestling.
s-
But no,
you're
oh my! He caught him in a headlock, and Albert Lee is deep on their back.
Oh,
Oh, and he let the headlock go.
that would have been the opportunity right there
Yeah.
for Pem to make this interesting.
I get the feeling that he might get another opportunity in this match. Yeah, for that pin.
Or a stalling call it. The way this is looking. Yeah, because this could.
He's gonna roll around.
I
And
think there's gonna
he's
be a lot
gonna
of
catch
rolling.
him on his back, and Albert Lee's gonna get pinned. That's my prediction in this match. And it's, that
Yeah.
happens.
I don't think you're going out on a limb there.
Well, you never know. The pins are hard to get, as the Comets showed in their last.
Yeah, clearly.
All of a sudden, Van Ort or Fearson is an expert about my prognostications.
I've
Yeah.
always been an expert about your prognostications.
Uh-oh. Which
does-
guy's gonna get pinned?
No, he's not.
Which guy's gonna get
This
pinned?
guy's gonna get out of position.
Which guy's gonna get pinned, Harfman?
No, he's
Oh,
not. No,
see,
he's not.
He's got a near side locked up.
He's got a cradle hooked. He doesn't even know it's a cradle.
He knows it's a cradle.
Okay, sort
He's
of.
got him. He's turning him right now as we speak.
gonna
He's
break
running
those-
out of
he's gonna
gas
break
is
those
what he's
hands
doing
right
on
now.
top. With those hands locked like that, he's getting tired.
Oh.
Now he's over to the edge of the mat. He's
Oh.
gonna get no points out of it.
Just like I said. Folks, you should have seen it, but that's,
yeah.
you know, I,
That was textbook
Yeah.
Harfman. That's what it was.
I've got just as many wins in our annual Pick'ems games as you, Harfman.
Hey, one time.
But
won
what
the
we
title,
do
that's all
know
I'm
is
gonna
that
say.
Pearson has 0 wins
Zero,
in the
that's-
history of the Pick'ems game.
pretty
Yeah, but
clean.
every time
Remember when he went 0 in the last one?
every time I bet Harfman on something, I win.
Look
See,
at
the pro-
this.
the problem is we never have anything on the line, so I
Right.
just don't take it seriously.
He's got the cradle again, and this time he's got
Again,
the
he-
head in the side.
yeah, but if he doesn't,
Oh.
I thought he was going north-south there.
But a minute just went by that the Pem guy is not rolling around anymore with this guy, not giving himself a chance to get a fall. So
Well, he's laying here flat for an awful long time.
yep.
Yeah, he's going to get called for stalling. He
I'm
should.
surprised he hasn't already
course.
been warned for selling.
What is the Albert Lee guy doing
I
but
don't know.
laying on him? Now
Yeah,
he's
now
actually
he's
trying to
working.
get
I'd
some.
reset both of them.
This Pem guy is ahead 4-0. He's going to try and ride this 4-0 lead out for a win, and we're in the second period.
He needs to be going for a pin.
Ooh.
Now
As
he's
I
up to
say
his
that he
feet.
gets to his feet.
You've been
Been proven wrong in that one.
Who did you say is going to ride this out?
You've been
The Pem
eerily
guy.
accurate so far.
It's just too bad the Pem guy is so tired.
It's too bad we couldn't show this on video because
Yeah,
it's
this
kind of
is-
exciting. Oh, headlock!
Oh, but
Oh.
it missed. Oh, and now it's 5-2. It was a headlock.
It's not really.
That was telegraphed.
If you're going to
um,
go for
Butcher.
that, you should wait a little bit longer to go for
I
that.
think Albert Lee is in better condition here
Yeah, I know that surprises you looking at him.
because your Pem guy is not doing anything the whole last period.
So we're going to the third, 5-2, and they're going to their feet. And just looking at the two wrestlers, I would have guessed the Pem guy would be in better shape, but
Not,
both of them
not
look
the
good.
case.
I'm still with Harfman. Someone's getting pinned here, I think. I don't think we're getting.
You
6
guys want to
minutes.
bet? I'll bet you.
you don't think someone's getting pinned?
Bet you chicken fingers basket or a burger basket.
That's a legitimate toss-up bet. That's a legitimate
Yeah, it is.
even money bet.
It is. If somebody goes to their back, they're getting pinned.
come
the
on.
question
Yeah.
only is
Who's
do
going to
they-
make the bet with me? You got a minute 40.
I
You
don't-
got
I'm
10
not making
seconds.
that bet.
Harfman made the prognostication. He's not going to do
You
it.
guys, with all your
Yeah.
talk, not willing to put anything on the line.
Oh.
How about a walking taco? How about you can only have health food today?
I
Yeah,
can't
what are
eat
you trying to
anything. My
eat?
kidney still hurts.
Which one?
We got a stalling warning on Albert Lee, the right side.
5-2.
That
Pem
liver,
leads this
kidney, I
match.
don't know what it is. Spleen, something hurts from eating that pizza last night, and it's not
Oh.
good.
I think it's your
Underhook.
soul.
Digging an underhook.
My pride.
Pem is now trying to dig some underhooks and get some upper body going here.
D-
Albert
Low
Lee has
single.
nothing to do with that.
Were you so
And the big
ashamed
guy-
that you didn't even you just slept on the couch because you couldn't face your wife?
No, I didn't sleep in my bed. I was in bed, not sleeping all night, in pain, emotionally and physically.
Blow the whistle, guy.
They didn't even blow the whistle. They
What are you
just stopped.
doing?
46 seconds left here. Still no pin. Despite the guarantees from Mr. Harfman and Mr. Fearson over here on my right.
I didn't guarantee anything.
You guys were guaranteeing it. And so I offered to put some
See,
money or food on the line.
Oh, beautiful ankle pick by.
Well, he's not
Him.
getting up unless he wants him to get up.
But Lily-
Don't turn that
Just
way.
straight up choke.
He's straight up
Butcher!
gonna run a butcher
Butcher!
Now in 19
and hook the
seconds.
leg so he can't run the butcher. That's what he just did. I'm sorry.
Hindered
Get
himself.
your anchor!
Anchor the butcher. That ain't exactly how it works, folks.
6 seconds here,
Oh my.
and I will be proven correct yet again.
Yet
Yeah,
again.
I mean,
What is it?
I have no idea what just happened. But anyway, Plainville Jamilva won the match 7-2 to make it 28-24. Albert Lee leads go with 2 matches left.
So Pem's got to win both.
Yep.
Pem's got to win both. There's no way around it. And I think that's going to be a hard task, but we'll see here. What we've seen is that these matches can be wildly entertaining and unpredictable. But I really think Albert Lee's got the edge here going down in the last 2.
Oh, yeah.
They're favored in both, and they, I believe, right? Favored in both.
They should
Yeah,
be.
I mean,
And
the problem
they
too
only
is
have to win 1.
these 2 Plainview kids are not bad wrestlers. But they're freshmen in a big spot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is Jacob Clark.
Yeah.
Well, he's 20-7, a senior.
Oh, they put Clark out there.
That's why. Yeah.
For Pem.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So they
I
got
thought they would. I thought they'd go winger.
Well, let's hope Pem gets this win just for the drama of it.
Yeah, that go. Wouldn't surprise me if they get. I would call this a dead even.
This one
match.
is, but not the next one.
What?
I wouldn't say the next match is.
Oh, but we're just trying to get match by match. You never know what happens.
No, you don't.
Clearly, you don't.
That
We
does
saw
not
it. We
look like
just
a
saw that.
heavyweight warming up over there for Albert Lee at all.
He's warming up for the Casa duel.
Think so?
I don't know.
I
Well, I
don't
don't see
think
a
so.
heavyweight warming up.
I
so
know
think
that's
it is
got to
him.
be the guy. He
It's
can't.
Palmer,
He
I
can't
guess.
weigh more than 210 pounds, if that.
Well, I think he's pretty tall, isn't he? Palmer?
That's other
Look at him.
Palmer, and he goes 198.
There you go. 198 pounds. He's going to go out heavy.
Trying to qualify for heavyweight. He's
What
gotta be
is
over
the,
197?
Yep.
He's
What is
198.
the Byron or the Pem heavyweight weigh?
Not big either.
So it's not.
Oh,
gonna-
heavyweight.
Well, he's like I said, he's a freshman.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's Logan Wingert, and a freshman, 16 and 16. He weighs 230.
Okay. So Ellerly will be giving up 30 pounds, but
But
Still
but
favored.
anything can happen if you win this match. It's not a
Mhm.
got to win this one.
So far, no action.
No.
Uh-oh.
What?
Looks like our video feed may have frozen.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's at 28-20 or 28-21 instead of 28-24.
Worry not, listeners. I will
I
fix
think
the problem.
when you
Problem
look at
fixed.
things, looking at this duel now, going through this box score for Plainview, looks to me like Plainview lost the flip because the exchange at 52 and 60 is where they needed him here because he's probably getting bonus points here at 52, and he's not. And maybe they thought he could beat Glacier, which isn't out of the realm of possibility after 2 nights ago he beats McCoy Teakouts, but they needed him to they must not have been able to present first or they must have had to present first at 52.
At 52.
Kind of getting chilly in here.
Yeah,
It was warmer when I first got in here, I thought.
Boy, what'd you think of this new facility, as big as it is, and not this area,
Right.
but coming in?
The
I
entrance.
had to come in the back. I have no idea how nice it is.
It's beautiful.
The pass gate's now on the other side.
That's interesting. Ike walked right in the front.
Yeah, but you're
Big.
who's gonna stop you?
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true. Yeah.
When you bench so much.
Robbie Horseman almost benches as much as me right now.
Yeah, but
So
But it's just those short arms.
wait a minute.
That's why.
So I'm assuming this is Tanner Palmer, who's 14 and 12. And Matthew Palmer must be the one wrestling at heavyweight. Just my guess.
What was the final score of that last match? The Loney match? I don't remember the last exchange.
I want to say 7-2.
What? You want me to stop yawning on the mic? We're between duels for us. Come on. All right,
Just full out yawn on.
Now he brings out his monster.
Uh-huh.
We got teams warming up. Wabasha Kellogg and Zambroda Mazeppa I see on the mats.
7-2 was the final of that last match.
Well, this would make it 28-27 if they can hold on to this match.
Yep. Is ZM going to roll right through this section, Pearson?
I think probably because of the matchups too. ZM is about the worst possible matchup for Goodhue. Like, it's just awful for Goodhue. Like, Goodhue's a talented team, but they just don't match up with Zambroda.
So are you saying they'd match up better with KM than ZM?
I mean, from a matchup standpoint, yeah, that doesn't mean they get more points, but nobody matches up with KM. How about that? Except maybe Buchanan, California.
There'd probably be a couple more, but
Did you?
there's a small list.
I never even saw what the outcome was, but what a duel to have out in California. Did you see Clovis and Buchanan had to wrestle the other day?
I didn't see the
I
outcome
didn't
either.
see it, yeah.
Speaking of big
I was
duels,
following
though,
it along on
how about
Twitter.
tonight?
Who's tonight?
Penn State, Oklahoma State, right?
What?
Come on.
You
That-
got a.
that will
do
be
you
a big
have
deal.
a? Is it on Flow?
Yes.
Do you have a Flow thing, Kent?
I don't.
Of course not.
Me either. Should we hack it?
Flo will never have $1 of my money. I can promise you that. To the point where I'm about ready to leave MMA because they're doing exactly what they did to high school wrestling to MMA now.
Are they?
They do all these great things that sound like the greatest deal ever for you. Then before you know it, you're paying to watch your own events and you don't
Well-
own any of your own video.
Just to let you know, myself and Mr. Bill Demeray about 5 years ago signed up, or 6 years ago signed up for a Flow trial when they were pretty early on. And you're supposed to get your money back after a month if you don't continue. We didn't continue. We never got our money back.
Surprised?
Yep.
After multiple emails to them, never got a response, never got the money back. Now, I'm not saying that's happened to everybody. That just happened to us. So since then, I've been a little sour on the whole experience. I believe it was like $150.
Could have used that money. Could have
Still
bought us
could.
some new equipment.
Well, probably not a headset.
Okay. But a power cord anyhow.
So this match is still 1-0 in favor of Pem, and he is riding
Gotta
hard
get
here.
out.
50 seconds left.
Yeah.
Albert Lee's got to get out.
Albert Lee's flat on his face. I mean, he doesn't look that interested in trying to get up, actually.
I think he's interested in getting up. It doesn't appear he's making any headway whatsoever.
Now he's going to play semantics with you.
No, they're calling.
Stalling. Oh, that's a point.
Yeah,
That's a huge point. I think that's
Yeah.
match.
that's match. Yeah, because now he can get an escape.
Now he can't
Second
just,
stall on.
No, now he's got to reverse.
Can you imagine being down 1-0 in the third period and you get your second stalling call when you're the guy on the bottom
I think
trailing?
now, I think you have to agree with Harfman. He just wasn't that interested in getting up.
He maybe wasn't that interested in getting up. You'd think you'd have a little bit,
Ball and chain here. He's going to get
unless this Pem guy is just that dominant on top. But he couldn't get off his shoulder the entire match.
Well, we're going to go to heavyweight. 28-27. Albert Lee leads, and you never know what happens.
This freshman from Pem, right? Freshman.
It's a winger, so it's a wrestling name.
He could
Never know.
he could have his most glorious wrestling
Yes, this
experience of
would
his
be-
career right
right now
here,
would be.
right in this moment.
He's going to wrestle, I would say, the other Palmer, which is Matthew Palmer, who actually for a long time was rated in state,
Is
but
he
I don't
not
know
anymore?
if he still is.
Our
He's
freshman's
12-7.
got a little bit of size on Palmer.
Yeah, Palmer might have too much physical attributes for him, though.
This would be just. Could you imagine? Wingert puts him to his back at some point.
If Winger, some big throw or something,
Oh, it would just the
headlock.
whole place would just explode.
Yep.
This is what you want to see, though.
Honestly, Fearson is right. I hate to say it, but if Pem wins the flip,
They
I
might
think
win
they
this
win the
duel.
duel.
Might
No, I
win
think
the
they
duel.
definitely win the duel if they can win that exchange there because they lost both of those matches. And I think they get bonus points if they can get Dietrich on 52. Now, it might not have mattered because if Glazier weighed at 52 as well, did he?
I don't know.
I don't know.
well, let's look.
I wish you guys
Glazier
could see
did
this.
weigh at 52.
We're
So
definitely.
they were in trouble either way there because if they throw him out, then Glazier comes out. If you know.
So far, no score. There's just a bunch of collar ties and underhooks and pommeling going on.
But the freshman's holding in there.
Yep. Now Palmer's got him in the front head. Oh, Winger right back up to his.
Oh, nice job by Winger
Nice.
to get back up to his feet.
Put two hands on that hand and peeled it off and got out of that kind of bad position. So far, Palmer is the more physical wrestler here in controlling the position, but Winger's the
Winger's
gamer.
a big boy, and he's fighting in there.
He is
Yeah,
a big. Now he's coming forward.
Yeah, but what he's gonna
Look at him come forward.
He's
Yeah.
gonna get himself in
Good for
trouble.
him.
I know.
He's gonna get himself in huge
Of course,
trouble.
the Pem crowd cheers, but he should not be driving into him like that.
No, he
It was
should-
like he was trying to throw himself into a headlock. Did you see that before that exchange?
And the Pem crowd just goes on their feet and cheers.
Ah.
You know. Albert Lee with two here, with
It was
10
like
seconds left in the period.
Aggression without a purpose is what
Correct.
it was.
But it got some cheers.
Get your one. Get your one.
Ooh, that's
Ooh.
real close. Didn't get it.
This kid's a fighter.
This kid's a
Winger's
fighter. He's a gamer.
He
4
is.
seconds
He's gonna,
left.
Palmer's going to have to wrestle the whole match because this
Let's
kid's
see if
not
Palmer can handle this weight for 6 minutes at
yeah,
this pace.
maybe.
If Winger
Palmer's
can keep
tired.
up.
Look at his head hang. He's tired. And this kid's not going to back down.
He ain't backing down.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Wow, he came up and just I'm telling you, Palmer's in a fight.
Well,
He's got more finesse and more technique, but he's tired, and this kid's not going to quit.
yeah, but you're also, like we said, we're talking about a guy who's using an awful lot of aggression for no reason early on, and
Well,
that
just-
takes
yeah.
energy too.
And we'll see how he his positioning here on top. Not good. He's gonna tire himself out.
Probably, or pin him. Either one.
Winger's gonna wear himself
Nice.
down. He's
Yeah,
he's in frenzy mode almost. And when you're in
See-
frenzy mode,
Oh, and there's a class coming.
see when
Shoot.
I was just gonna say when you're in frenzy mode, two things happen. A, you get gas pretty quick, and
well,
B,
you're sloppy.
you get real sloppy and out of position. And he's a little bit, God bless him, his heart's in the right spot. But that's not how you win big matches. You can't get into frenzy mode. You got to stay under control.
Well, and the Pem crowd went nuts for him to returning Palmer to the mat there, but you got to wonder in a situation like that, was it worth the energy he expended
Correct.
to do that? I
well,
don't think
it was, especially after you consider he gave up the clasping
Well,
point.
that came later, but I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
were so pumped that he returned him to the mat. And to me, that energy wasted there was not worth the point
Correct.
you saved that was going to come anyway.
Yeah.
Now, not only did he give up the point, he gave up a clasping point,
So
and he's more tight.
Wingert, he's still coming forward, but his only shot from
2-on-1
what
right
I've
here.
seen
Here comes
is
arm drag.
a headlock or something to the back from the feet. I don't see him winning on the mat.
I never saw him winning on the mat though. I only see him maybe getting some kind of throw or getting in some kind of scramble where he ends up putting Palmer on his back.
Right, that would be the only chance.
And that's why I liked that aggression, because that gives you an opportunity to put him in bad position, because Palmer's not going to get out of position unless you force him out right now.
Right. Wingert just keeps coming forward. You got to give him credit. They might get a stalling warning out of it here if he continues this pace. No, that's not going to do it.
Palmer's tired. He's flat out tired. Look at him
There's
hang
the
there.
stalling
Yep.
warning. That's another avenue maybe for Wingert. Stall him out of the match. That would be his other way to win.
He's just on that head abusively on that head.
All right, here's
Oh, and Palmer gets a
Oh,
bloody nose and gets
jeez.
a break.
That's just how it goes, isn't it?
all right, legitimate question. Do you think there are more Queasleys in the building or more O'Reillys in the building?
There's got to be more O'Reillys.
Yeah.
I mean, with all
There's
the
a lot of
parents and
Queasleys.
uncles and yeah, but their parents
like
didn't come to
7.
watch them. You know what I'm saying? The extended family watching the O'Reillys is probably going to
Fair
put them
enough.
over the top. Well, Wingert had a good pace going there, but now we got some blood time and a little drink of water though over there on the side for Palmer. Heaving.
With most heavyweights, though, do you ever see a heavyweight setting a fast pace and think, wow, he's setting a fast pace, or do you think, man, is he going to be tired in a little bit?
Yeah. Right.
I don't know.
This is
Most.
Wingert's best chance is to create this
Well,
activity
how about
right
setting
here.
it
He's
up,
got to
not
be
just
aggressive.
coming forward?
Well, he's
Co-
doing his darndest.
And actually, Winger's got some pretty decent hips. He could, if they end up rolling around, he could end up on top. There's no question in my mind.
I'll tell you, Plainview's got some big boys. That
Yeah.
offensive line could be awfully good next year.
Wingert immediately on the head, immediately moving forward. Palmer's got a little bit more in him now after the break.
Yeah,
Tell you
that'll
what,
last about
Do
15
you think
seconds.
Palmer will touch the legs again today?
Only if he
I
gets put
wouldn't.
there.
Why would you take a shot right
I
now?
don't think he will.
Going down.
Wingert chooses down. Palmer put him right back on the feet if I was him.
I wouldn't. It takes too much energy out of me.
Nah, sir, you might be
Palmer's
right.
tired.
He might give up a Granby.
Yeah.
No, Wingert doesn't look. Oh, guillotine.
It was there. Do you think a ref would notice if you slipped that in? But I mean, slip it in and use it to reverse position, and then let go as soon as you're on top. Do you think a ref would know?
You can use a Kimura to reverse position all the time.
Not supposed to, but
Rudy used to do that all the time. To
well,
be
Schultz did it in a very famous match. You just break the arm and you keep moving.
He's reaching for it. See that?
I know.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, careful.
Hey!
Ref just standing there
Yeah.
observing
Oh,
while
and-
these
and-
guys get ready to go onto the
Not
The
only
country.
temp
that,
coaches are saying
Not
when
only
you
that,
stand
how
up
about
like
the
that.
backup ref.
That's
what
what I'm
you're
saying.
there
They're just
for.
standing there. What is going on?
He's just sitting there.
They're doing a great job reffing this match, but you
waiting
gotta
for his hair to grow.
gotta be careful with these kids when they're going to the edge of the mat.
He's going to get at least one stalling on him if Palmer is.
And
it's
if
gonna
he
be
gets
4-2.
one, and then on the second one, it's tied.
Yep.
Winger's got to bring the activity up, though, if he's going to get those calls. There it is. Reaching for the
He's
head.
looking for that headlock.
He's
You
got to
gotta
get a
hit
stalling call
Palmer.
here. It's all Wingert. There it is. One more stalling call, and it's a tie game.
How's it a tie?
And their
4-2.
Albert League
That-
coaches are mad, but they're
That
their
was that was
wrestlers
only
not
the
doing
first
anything.
point, wasn't it? Sorry.
Oh yeah.
But he only needs a. Ah,
No, he'll never finish that.
Not there.
Nope.
Is this
No way, 'cause
backup
the hip-
ref ever gonna move?
50 seconds. Oh!
Come on!
Oh, here
Ref,
we go.
That's a stall.
That's a
Sir!
caution.
Sir!
What's going on?
And the coach was over working with him. Where's the backup official?
Doing the same thing he's done the entire match.
Look at the PEM crowd chanting
Eating his
Wingert's
lunch.
name. Oh! Oh!
No,
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Oh.
that wasn't it. That wasn't the spot.
Stand up.
Actually, not bad. Now just
Get after him, son. Wingert right back up to his feet after missing the headlock. Albert Lee backing up. Just winded, just gassed. I have to say,
you got to come in and try and hit him with some kind of throw though, 'cause
literally Albert Lee can almost not stand up at this point. Wingert just nonstop forward. 10 seconds left.
Still no more stalling
10
calls.
seconds left. There's
There
a
you go.
stalling call. Too late. Too little.
Oh,
too late.
no, it's not. Shoot.
Yes, it is.
It was 4 or 5 seconds. You could still get a takedown.
Too
and
little,
tie it
too
up.
late.
wow, 6-4. They win the
Wow.
match.
Courageous effort
Yep.
by the freshman out of PEM.
Yeah,
Courageous
nice.
effort.
Yeah, really nice. That kid's going to be tough, heavyweight. He's going to win a state championship.
If he doesn't go for that headlock that early,
I know.
he
Yeah,
gives himself
you're
a
right.
better chance.
Yeah.
Because the guy was just getting more tired and more tired and more tired. And he gets the stalling point, and then the headlock, even with no backs, wins it for him. But good
Yeah,
match, good duel.
Good effort by PEM.
Yep.
Really good effort by PEM. So,
I know who Jamie was cheering for in that duel.
yeah.
All right, so it's KM versus Albert Lee coming up here in, I don't know.
We're going to just take some time off here.
Yeah,
and
let's shut
let
the
it-
mics off. And
You got to
I don't
go
know.
get
I'll turn 'em off.
chicken strips.
yeah, you got to get me that burger basket, right?
We didn't make that bet.
Yep, here I am.
Ben Pearson trying to get the headgear on.
Oh, it's just so too bad we can't show you guys video.
Man, we couldn't even actually record it.
Did you just say Section 2 wrestling?
Section
2A.
2A, 2A, 2AA. So, Mr. Van Ort,
Yes.
a little bit of lineup question I have, and it relates to your son. So, with Albert Lee forfeiting at 13, do you think they will bump Jared and Robbie then?
I don't know.
I don't think they will. I think they're going to leave it just like it is. But
I
That could
think
be a-
they're going to try to score as many points as they can.
well, you're right, they are.
Well, if they want to score as many points as they can, then they'll bump.
Yeah.
But if they
Sure.
want to maybe give Nick a feel of what he's going to be looking for at 126 in the individual,
Yep.
then they'll do that too.
This will be-
Luckily, I'm not the coach, and I don't have to make those
Right.
decisions.
Now-
Is your lineup for individual a done deal?
Yeah.
There's no spots that are.
So this is an interesting match right off the bat. Bennett Berge and Nick Cantu. Very
Yeah,
big match.
yeah. Actually, I'm excited to see this. Based on historical results and experience level, I'd probably give Cantu the edge here, but I'm really pumped to see if Bennett can go out there and make something happen.
Cantu looks sizable for a 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
both of these guys are big for 6.
Yeah, they're big 6-pounders.
They don't got a lot of extra weight on them right now. We got some lucky fans that'll be in the broadcast the entire time, right behind the scoreboard here on our video.
Don't pick your nose down there.
Yeah.
It's not the spot to do it. Have these two wrestled before?
It's been
mean,
a
this
long
year?
time, I
Okay.
think, since they've wrestled. Ooh,
Good sprawl, stuck underneath.
if Cantu comes from that position to score, that's not good because he was flat on his
I
belly,
know.
right? So Bennett driving in, he's gonna
Break
fight
that
this
hand
off,
now.
that's for sure. I would say
Stalemate.
Stalemate.
Quick call.
Quick
I like it though.
Probably the right call. Yep. Nothing was going to happen there.
Well, it's like it's close. It was closer to a college call.
The only way or reason I'd like to have him wait a few seconds is to tire out Cantu's hands a little bit.
Right, that's
you
what
know.
I-
Selfish reasons is
Yep.
what you're saying.
Purely selfish reasons. So far, Bennett's staying in a nice position here.
He's on that head again. Nice. Because, again, exactly what Ben said. That wears you out. He's got him in the front head. And Bennett can circle on this, too, if he gets him to the mat.
Got to be careful for this drag by Cantu. Bennett going head in the hole, trying to circle. Cantu following him. Bennett in the power position here, certainly in the dominant position. Cantu getting a lot of energy taken out of him here.
Nice job by Bennett here in the first.
A score by Bennett in the first would be huge in this match.
Huge.
He needs to stretch that elbow out, but I feel like Cantu probably is just waiting for him.
That sucker drag.
Yep.
Yeah, he is.
And again, that was a bit. I like that call.
Yep.
He took his time and waited to see if it was going to progress. Cantu on the single. Bennett needs to whizzer hard. He's got 15 seconds to hold off this shot. He's facing him well. Now he's in good position. Heavy.
I like how this first is gone, I'll just be honest.
And I like this ref. He's on top of it. 5 seconds here in the first. Looks like we're going to end up 0-0, which to me is okay.
Well,
Yeah.
You know what? It's
A score for Bennett would have been huge, but 0-0 is okay against Cantu here.
I'd say a period like that, even though it's 0-0, there's a winner and there's a loser, and I would go with Bennett as the winner there because
He
I
was in
think
the
he defended well. He forced Cantu to use plenty of energy.
yeah, he was in the
Yep.
dominant position for most of that period.
I will agree with both of you on both accounts.
Kind of like hockey, how they always say, someone always feels like they won and someone feels like they lost when you tie.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to mention hockey on the wrestling
Yeah, well,
broadcast.
what the heck. Bennett working a spiral ride now. Cantu came up to
Working
the
it well,
feet.
though.
Bennett really put nice pressure back down a couple different times. Now Cantu's got two hands on Bennett's left hand, and he's trying to pull over his head and turn into him. Bennett looks like he got his hand out, kind of running that spiral hard here. Now Cantu sits. Bennett's got 2-on-1. Go
Caught
and
that.
roll through tilt maybe here. Got to be careful.
Let's just get it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think what Bennett was going for, is trying to get
Yep.
it out of bounds, and thankfully he did.
Just a little out of control to be anywhere near not near the edge of the mat.
This is okay, though. Bennett can ride another minute here, get through this period 0-0. Then that's a huge victory.
Yeah. It's
Even
going to
more
be tough to ride this whole
It
period,
is,
though.
but so far so good. He's running that spiral again from the left side. Reach it inside the right leg and collar tie on the left side, or seat belt, whatever you call it, when you reach across and grab the neck. Now he's kind of, draping over a balled up Cantu.
By the way, sitting in the front row of the audience there is Matthew Peterson. If you take a look right behind the scores table, right on the aisle,
Yeah,
watching these two, because this is
this
Got-
is his competition.
yep.
That's why I was wondering if Cantu, how he would hold up against Matthew Peterson.
Really nice
Peterson-
job by
I think Peterson has the edge there.
I think Peterson's got the edge on it. I mean, he's ranked #1 for a reason,
yeah.
but
He's strong, and he's just more explosive than these guys right now. A little bit more
he's
confident.
not out of position very often either.
No, he's a great wrestler, and in addition to being a great wrestler, very strong.
A good kid.
Cantu really doing a nice job getting up on his head and
But-
pivoting like Jared Johnson uses a lot, but Bennett doesn't give up the points, sticks with it. He's got 10 seconds here. If he can ride,
Wow.
he's got a cross wrist right now. This is huge for Bennett Berge.
Yes,
5
huge.
seconds.
And Cantu's tired underneath there.
Stalling,
On
warning
Bennett.
on Bennett with 1 second left. That's okay.
Mhm.
That's okay. He didn't have to call with 1 second left, but it's probably an okay call.
As long as he calls it consistent, I'm
Yep,
okay with
yep,
that.
and he's been making quick calls, so nothing to do
So
wrong with
Bennett
that.
goes underneath. Cantu going to put him on his feet. Let's see what they're going to do.
He looked at the coach and said, both up? God knows, no way. You got to get out to win this match.
Yep.
Period. So now Bennett needs to get an escape and then either get a takedown or hold off a takedown for the win.
Let's just get the one first.
This is good. This is good. Bennett stood up. Cantu hanging on to the nice,
Oh, switch.
nice. Bennett hits the switch from the feet. Cantu locked on hard. If Bennett
gonna
can
get
just
called
keep
stale.
circling, he's been calling fast.
Oh,
Bennett's in a good position
he's
here,
gonna
though.
let him work. He's gonna let him work.
Not anymore, though. Now he's got it in tight.
Ah.
Bennett, another switch attempt.
Got
This
it.
time
This
he's
one.
going. He's going. He's almost
he might
got
get
the
more
leg
than
hooked.
2 here.
No, he's only going to get the 2. Yes!
Nice job.
Ooh,
Bennett
reversal.
just throws a
Crossface.
crossface right across.
Reversal by Berge. Now he's got a
He might
cradle
roll
locked
through.
up.
Roll.
Oh. Face him. Give him 1, not 2. Give him 1, not 2.
I don't think he's gonna get many. He's gonna get out of bounds, and there's gonna be no points.
They're really in an interesting position. He did get
Ah,
loss
shoot.
of control on the side, so Bennett leads 2-1. 53 seconds left. Going back to the center on the feet. Big match. Kent's pulling out money. Looks like he's got some bets on the line here.
Bennett Berge doing it nice.
Oh,
job.
Bennett
Ooh,
take a straight-on shot.
Got
Not the best
one arm to
decision.
the leg. That's it.
You're up.
Cantu's
2
got
to
a
1.
hard quarter half on. Call the stalemate if you want to, sir. Bennett tries to come up to his feet. Cantu in a strong front head. Bennett trying to elbow control, trying to face. Cantu trying to stretch him out and circle.
You think Cantu's working for the stall? Because I wouldn't keep working here, would you?
Yeah, he's in
Yeah,
a great
yeah,
position.
you're right,
15
he is.
seconds.
Right
yeah. No, he didn't score.
He didn't score yet, but he's right there. Bennett just holding it off. 10 seconds left. Bennett fighting. Cantu's got the angle. He's got the leg hooked
No, he doesn't.
with his hand.
That's
Not-
it. Bennett Berge.
5 seconds. Bennett's still holding him off. Bennett with a huge win at 6. Great
Nice
start
job,
for the
Bennett
Comets.
Berge.
Great
Nice
start.
job. Really, Cantu got 2 losses on the season. He's 25-2. Bennett Berge takes him down.
Comets are ready to wrestle. The only guy that didn't jump off the bench there was Big Brother
And
Brady. I'm
they-
sure he was like, you should win this match.
and we
You know
are
what, though?
bumping.
What a match. What a good match.
So Matthew takes the forfeit at 6 or 13, and they go with Jared Johnson up to 20.
All right, here we go.
So Kevin Berge, strategist, decides
Yep.
he's going this way.
Well, and we'll see if they put out Robbie or Nick here at 26.
Yep,
that's
that's right.
still, you don't know who's going to do that.
Well, and Johnsrud is not bad. He's a junior, 27-9, and Johnsrud's tough. So going up a weight is never easy.
Especially against a guy like Jared who can frustrate a lot of wrestlers.
Nice shot by Jared.
That's not going to get there, though.
It's all right.
Johnsrud, you have to finish things right to finish on Johnsrud.
It does look like they're getting Robbie Horseman ready to go. Nick's got all his warm-ups on, so I'm guessing we'll see Robbie versus Iggy.
He got to the leg. Finish it, Jared.
Now he
Cuts it
cracks back.
Nice.
Good hips by Johnsrud, though. But
And
Jared Johnson
just-
does finish it.
So
What are the other dual scores here? Right here is Goodhue up 4-0.
no, Wabashaw's up 4-0.
Wabashaw's up
Unless they
4-0.
got it. Yeah, Wabashaw's up 4-0.
Okay. Comets leading
9-0.
9-0 after the forfeit at 13, and Bennett's huge win over Nick Cantu. And then who's the farm at?
That's Zambroda,
ZM and
Mazeppa, and Dover Iota.
Dover, and it looks like who's right over there? Dover's up 3-0 in that one.
55 seconds, and Jared gives up the escape. Johnsrud's still got a lot of gas in him, so Jared's going to have to do some work here to wear him out a little bit.
Johnsrud takes a shot. Jared counters, stops it, comes back up to the feet.
Who's this assistant for Wabasha? Do you guys know?
No.
I don't recognize him.
You got to get a weigh-in sheet from.
Oh,
This
we
is
only
only
got
double A.
Shoot.
Then you will know. Johnsrud takes a far shot, just kind of.
Outside.
Yeah. Johnson,
That's
no
not
trouble
going to work
defending
on
it.
Jared.
But that's wasting energy, man, when you do that stuff
Mhm.
out there. Jared doesn't waste any energy.
Well, and Jared is the one who's the bigger wrestler.
No, Jared's not. Johnsrud is.
I thought Johnsrud
Jared's
was
a
up.
13-pounder. Johnsrud's a 20-pounder.
Oh,
Jared bumped
Johnsrud
up.
did weigh in. Okay. Johnsrud can make 13.
Jared in on a nice single
is he not?
again.
Johnsrud?
Just
I guess I
bowls right
thought
through
he
him.
had it. Well, no, he would have today if he was gonna.
5
No, he only
seconds left
certified
here
at
in the
20.
first. 4-1 in
gotcha.
favor of Johnson. Nice single leg shot. Just kept the pressure in, turned it into a double.
That's right. 'cause
That's a
they've
nice
had-
way to finish a period for Jared
Very
Johnson,
nice.
leading this one 4-1.
They've had that 6-pounder wrestling 13 all year.
Can
Lee.
too.
Well, right, but I'm saying
Or tamales or
Right.
whatever.
Telemantis.
So what happened with that kid? He weighed in at 6 on Thursday and decided he didn't weigh in at 6
thought you
today,
said
and
he
so he
was
got
sick.
DQ'd.
Must have been sick. Then you only
Just-
brought one. You only
I
brought
got information from a third party that said he weighed in at 6 on Thursday and was told he didn't have to weigh in at 6 today, and so he didn't make weight, and that DQ'd him because you have to weigh in at the same
Yeah.
the whole
Well,
tournament.
it says right here he's not weighing in, so he didn't even get on a scale.
but maybe he
He
knew he
did.
was.
He didn't
Oh.
try to get down to 6 because I think he was told he didn't need to
Wow.
Well, why?
because
did he-
they knew
Oh, 'cause
Cantu was
you-
going to
you have
wrestle
weigh the
Bennett.
same
But
thing?
you got to weigh the same on Thursday and Saturday. You got to weigh in at the same weight, and so he was
'Cause it's
disqualified.
considered one
Jeez.
event.
Nice
Is that-
job by
Yes.
Jared on a single to a
Same thing with
crackback.
state.
Well, yeah, I knew it was that way at state, but
It's the same deal. Sections one tournament, states one tournament, same deal.
So Jared now leading 6-2. Nicely done by Jared. Jared is now he looks like the dominant wrestler.
Yeah, no,
He's worn Johnsrud
looked
out.
awfully good here the past month.
well,
Starting
how,
with
how
this big win
energi-
at
yeah, how
Kenyon.
energized is he with
Yeah.
the win over Matson?
Yeah.
That has to get you
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, and he's looked
Now that's the
straight
other.
up dirty
But
ever
that's what I
since
talk
then.
about. He's a frustrating wrestler because he doesn't make mistakes. Jared doesn't, you know.
He scores a lot of different ways. He's good in
I mean,
every
from
position.
from a technically sound standpoint, he's got to be up there for you guys, even for you guys, you know.
Yeah,
don't
he's
you
pretty
think?
high. Yeah.
Very good. He's got Johnsrud, or he had him flat here for the last bit of time, and
What-
now Johnsrud sits out right when I say that. Now he's flat on his belly again.
I mean, you look at Jared. He just wrestled Mitchell Peterson at 13. Mitchell is a beast, and
Yep,
you know,
physical.
honestly, Jared controlled the first half of that match. Just so, Jared's going to end the second period up 6-2. Jared's going to go underneath to start the third period, leading this match 6-2.
Boy, I'm still pretty pumped about Bennett's win.
Yeah, that was a huge
That
win.
was awesome. He was pumped too.
Yeah, he was pumped.
Brady was unimpressed.
Brady didn't move. I didn't
Brady
see it.
just sat there, just like that. Everybody else jumped up. I'm sure, like I said, Brady was thinking, he should have won that match anyway. What's everyone so excited about? Expected to win that match.
Jared working to get to the right base so he can get to his feet here. And he does. See, he times that stuff just right.
Look at that.
Beautifully
Immediately gets
done.
into offense from it, too.
Yep.
Now he's in the front head.
You know, and I'll say that I think part of the reason that they want to see this match, that the coaches want to see this match in particular, is because next year, and they want to see this matchup. And Albert Lee only graduates,
Well,
one kid early in the weights, and they graduate a bunch later.
I also think Jamie just likes to win by as much as he
Yeah.
can win by.
Yeah.
They don't
Well,
like to
especially
give up
against
any
Albert Lee.
points. But even we go down to
Oh,
Osage.
I know.
We go down to Osage, we give 6 points in or 9 points, was it? In 5 duels
Yeah, I still.
total?
Yeah, but half of those were forfeits. I don't know why you guys went to that.
Well, I wouldn't say half are forfeits, but
Go through those duels.
there wasn't a lot of
Go
quality.
through those.
I was
box
there.
scores.
We were
Yeah, we
broadcasting.
broadcast-
I typed in the box scores. It was a lot of forfeits.
It was also
It
a
was
lot
an-
of
okay.
mismatches.
Legitimately, I guarantee you average 5 forfeits a duel.
No way.
No.
Yes. I'm
I'll
going to
bet-
find those box scores.
I'll
for you.
I'll bet you.
I'll bet you a burger basket.
Yeah,
at
I will
State.
too.
Chicken finger basket. But my point, Ben, is this. Jamie could have put out any number of wrestlers in those duels, and he still tended to put out our top guys because he wants to pound teams into submission.
I
Yeah,
think
he
you could have. No, but I mean, you used plenty of alternates too. I mean,
There wasn't a lot of alternate matches that got wrestled. There was some, but I'm just saying in those situations, you could put out our entire alternate squad and win all those duels.
yeah.
7-2. Jared still leads this. 14 seconds
No
to
one's gonna
go.
debate
I think
that.
they want one more takedown here.
We got
Around
8
their feet.
seconds. Oh, Jared, that's not. He gave up a takedown
Yep.
there. Got a
It's
little bit
close.
ahead of himself. Kind of
So-
rushed through the position and put
Good
himself.
job by Jared. Jared doesn't get too pumped very often, and he's pumped about that win. So 126, they're sending out. They are sending out Robbie, it looks like.
Those are 2 matches.
Iggy is very, very long wrestler. This is Gavin 8-8. He's tough, and Robbie's in deep and looking to swim through and get the takedown here. He's through. He just got to figure out how to get the arm through, and he does swim through, and he's going to get this takedown. Oh, they did not award the takedown. So it's still 0-0. So still 0-0. Robbie was in deep, got underneath, and could not finish there. I mean, he finished, and then Iggy skipped out.
Robbie giving up some size here for
Yeah.
sure. But, boy, the way he's been wrestling, anything can happen. He looked absolutely fantastic on Thursday. Actually, he's looked really good the last couple months. Oh!
Then why did he wait so long to call that if he was going to call him out?
People couldn't see here. Robbie kind of lateraled him to his back on the edge, and then he righted himself. There was a moment there where it looked like it could have been 2, and the comment bench and coaches were all yelling 2, but to no avail. Beautiful drag by Horseman.
Nice takedown.
Immediate escape here by Iggy. 10 seconds left in the first. That's a great score. That's a big score right
Yeah,
there.
It was really big.
Robbie can finish this period leading 2-1. That's huge.
Robbie's controlled the period.
He really has. And would you have ever thought that 2 years ago that Robbie
No.
would have gotten to this point already?
I
No.
would. But I had a lot of faith in Robbie.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
I didn't think he'd have gotten here in 2 years.
I
So
thought
Iggy
maybe
gonna
I
go
thought
down?
it'd be maybe a little less than 2 years, but
Iggy going to go down, and Robbie just puts him on his feet, making it 2-2.
Good choice.
Don't wrestle with him on the mat. You can take him down. You've really taken him down twice. So
Yep.
3 times, actually, if you count the one that was out of bounds.
I think you're right. When you look at this lineup that Caston's going to put on the mat today, you just see the competitiveness of Jamie.
Yep. They don't
And
need
he
to
doesn't
do
want
this.
to give up any points.
Right. Don't give him a match. That's his philosophy.
Yeah, it is.
You know.
I don't disagree with it.
Well,
Yeah.
and aside from Aldrich, that
Yeah.
seems possible, right?
Well, and
that's even possible.
that's
for the
possible. We beat him
Comets.
once.
Well, right. I'm just saying.
That would,
But,
yeah.
but that's their best
Right.
chance
That's
to
their
score
best
some
next
points.
chance after Iggy, probably. We'll see. I mean, the boys got to go out and wrestle.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
Boys got to
Well,
wrestle.
I mean, even if you use Dalton Andrist against Glazier, I'd
Which-
probably take Dalton in that match.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be a good match.
Oh,
right?
and I missed the flip. Who has to present first?
I don't know.
The thing is, I give Dalton the edge in freestyle. I don't know about folk
Well,
style.
Yeah,
it
I
would
don't
be a
either.
match. You know what I mean? It's not
It's not a gimme for
anyone.
no, but I wouldn't give Dalton the edge right now in folk style over Glazier. But I'd love to have him prove me wrong, just like I gave Cantu the edge against Bennett based on past results, and he proved me wrong. So, ooh, careful there.
You got Mark Peterson's listening. Says we're doing a great job. I mean, he did say you're not doing that great
Yeah.
there, Van Ort, but he
On
said
you,
Kent and I
naturally.
are doing great.
He knows greatness when he sees it, huh?
Or
Or
hears
hears
it.
Here's it.
He spits the truth.
Okay, Robbie,
you
don't
about to
stop
get another
moving.
pin here.
Robbie's got to keep moving.
Yeah, Robbie does have to stay
Stay active.
because he controlled the whole first period. Now it looks like he's trying not to get scored on,
Right. Absolutely.
which is
and
not the way to beat good wrestlers. Oh, shoot. He did give up 2 there.
that,
Nice
that was a
little.
bad call.
Both of his hands are on the ground.
Yeah, but he wasn't around behind him.
He
He
had
didn't have anything
he
locked.
had a deep waist and he had his right hand inside Robbie's right arm. That is
I
2.
see.
I think that's absolutely 2. Robbie's got to get an escape here with 15 seconds left, and then we're going to be back to even if he can get the escape.
Iggy's going to stall on top here, so Robbie's going to have to.
Shoot. So, by getting that takedown away, the advantage from the first period was now flipped to Iggy. And Robbie's getting dangerously close to getting out of position here right at the end of the period and got
Gonna
put
go
to his
both up.
back, but saved by the whistle. Robbie just stopped being the aggressor, and that changes things quickly. Now, and especially now because Iggy's got some confidence. If Robbie just stays on him, I think that he maintains control not only of the score, but the mental aspect of the match. Iggy in on a outside shot, getting flattened out. This looks like stalemate material right
Iggy
on the
knows
edge of
he's
the
at
mat.
the edge.
Yeah.
He's been around a few times.
Yep.
I would just want Robbie to be staying extremely aggressive here.
Yep.
Push the pace. So,
Robbie gets
so if it-
snapped down. You can tell the size here of Iggy is causing problems right now, and his
Oh! Just as you say that,
sick!
It's a
Oh
super job.
my gosh!
Put him back on the feet.
That was ridiculous. It is too bad. You guys, that was Mark Hall-esque.
Yeah, it was.
Oh man, beautiful duck by Robbie for a quick 2. Now he's
put
got to get
super
one
in
more
front of that either way. I don't care.
Yep.
just on the scoreboard. We can't do the match, no. I know. We had a fan or a parent here ask about the camera. Yes! Robbie with another two! Right on the edge of the mat.
Nicely done.
Leading 6-5.
Now, I put him
45
back on his
seconds.
feet.
He's doing
Yes, you got to.
it. He's completely confident now. He's just got to stay on him. Get after it, son. Robbie just turning on the jets here. Two
Iggy's tired too. So's Robbie.
explosive, fast takedowns. A beautiful duck followed by a sweet high crotch, and he turned the corner so fast. There's another one. He's in on the legs. He's treetop position right on the edge of the mat. He's going to just hold it.
Yep.
He's not working for a score. 22 seconds left, 6-6. Robbie's got to be feeling confident. Iggy's
Well,
slow
don't
to get
feel
up.
Don't
overconfident.
get too
Just-
confident. This is too good a wrestler to get
Yep.
silly with.
You want to wrestle confident, boys. And he's in on the leg. He's taking shots. He's got one leg up in the air. Iggy working the whizzer. Robbie jumps. Treetop again. 8 seconds left. He's got the head off to the side. Scramble position. Robbie underneath. Oh, my goodness. What a finish. You got to feel good if you're Horseman. He's taken all the shots in the last 45 seconds. Scored twice. Iggy hasn't put any pressure on him. It's all been Horseman here. If he can stay on it, stay aggressive, keep shooting.
It's that slide by.
The
is the
slide
only
bys
thing
and the
he's-
drags is
Yep.
what he's got to watch out for. Robbie's got to get to the legs. That's it. Just get to the
How much
legs.
does he have left in the tank? Holy cow.
And he's in on the legs again. But
I don't-
Iggy's
does he
flattening
have
him
the
out.
gas to finish it.
Oh, my gosh. Horseman's giving everything
Yes,
he's got.
he is.
You
He
talk
is.
about the pace at the end
Why
of this
have they
match.
not called a stalling call
should have been.
on Iggy yet? He hasn't done anything except try to stop shots.
Yeah.
Get on him, Horseman. Do it again. Horseman with the elbow pass, tries to get the leg. Iggy with an outside shot. Robbie
That's a
trying.
horrible shot.
Robbie with
Hit
the
him.
ankle tap, knee tap. Robbie
But
goes
Iggy
behind.
Scrambles.
Robbie
Iggy-
goes behind. He's got the leg hooked.
No, he
almost.
doesn't.
Robbie had a knee. Oh, and he gave up the two almost.
He did. That's
Oh, beautiful. See, look at Jamie talk about the stalling. He's just screaming. Robbie gave everything. Robbie gave everything he
Yep,
had.
and he never got one stall.
Not one stall. Great job by Horseman, honestly.
Jamie is. Yeah, it was a heck
That
of a
knee
match.
tap was a great opportunity. He was like an inch from scoring off of it. Wow, we got some excitement going on in the ZM Dover match too. Looks like it's 6-6 there going into overtime now. Now we got Lam coming out. Who's this for Albert Lee?
Ty Harm. No, Studier, I'm guessing.
Now
Studier.
your wife is even making fun of us.
Why?
She just sent me a message and said the video isn't on the mat.
Oh, God. For the 15th time, we can't show the match.
I think she was poking fun at us.
Oh.
I don't think she meant that.
I'm going to put it up on the top.
Yeah, do it. Bold letters.
Yeah.
All caps. Multiple exclamation points.
So, boy, that was a heck of a match by Robbie. He was the aggressor, and I agree with Jamie. You got to be frustrated the fact that no stalling calls at all in that match.
Dover Iota has won the first 3 matches of that duel down there.
All right. Note has been added on the bottom of the screen. Dover Yoda up 9-0 on ZM right now.
3 straight decisions for Dover Iota to kick off the duel.
You got to
Did
be
they
happy
say
with
Who
that.
this is for Albert Lee, by the way, for sure? Is it Ty Harms?
Horseman just was in a very similar position.
They wave off the takedown.
You've got to be kidding.
Yep, they waved it off.
Well, you guys couldn't see it, but Lam appeared to have a certain 2 on the edge of the mat, and they gave him the 2, and then they decided to take it away there after a small conference with the other ref. So if you're just checking in, Bennett Berge took down Nick Cantu in a really good match. Started off for the Comets. Albert Lee forfeited at 13 due to not weighing a guy in at that weight today. Reasons for that are unknown. Rumors are flying. Drama ensues. 120, Jared Johnson with a nice win over Johnsrud. And 126, Robbie Horseman just wrestled. Honestly, I don't see how you can feel bad about that. I mean, about the outcome, sure, but man,
No, not the way he wrestled.
he wrestled awesome.
Yeah.
All
well,
heart.
he had a period there where he went into a kind of a
The second period he
defensive
slowed down,
which really cost him a takedown.
but he, boy, he wrestled all heart for the last
Yep.
6 or 4 minutes of the match.
So
And then, so that got Albert Lee their 3, and now we're here with Lom in the second period at 132 on top, in the top position, started on top, no score in the first period. Lom's looking like he's got a cross wrist. Who is this? Do we know?
I would assume it's Tyler Harms.
We
the
didn't
junior,
hear the
19
announcers.
And 6. 19 and 6 junior Tyler Harms at 132. Brady Lom. Lom, a senior. Got to flip this over because I don't know his record. Brady Lom, 21 and 12 versus 19 and 6 Tyler Harms. Lom, a senior, 21 and 12 for the Comets.
Brady Lom's a senior, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow.
Lom just riding the heck out of this, but not really getting close to a turn yet.
Now he's got an arm behind the back. If he can stay in this position and do something with this, you'd certainly think advantage Lom. It doesn't appear like he's really going anywhere with it, though. I don't know what he needs to do is slide his right arm now under that. They call a stalemate? They just called a stalemate when he had his arm barred behind his back.
They wanted to stop the bar arm because they were worried potentially.
No, they
I
called
know,
a
but-
stalemate.
I know, but you know what I mean. They get themselves out of it by calling a stalemate.
Okay.
I just think that's what. they were
Maybe,
thinking.
yeah, maybe it must be. I never seen that before.
And why aren't
Now he's got a ball and chain. He's going seatbelt, trying to get the turn here.
he's close? He's got
15 seconds. He's got him at 90, but not past. Tyler Harms, is that what we
That's
kind
who
of
we think
assumed?
it is.
Reaching back toward the leg and blocking successfully, and so no score here by Lom. We got to believe that Lom can get out on the bottom to start the third.
Well, he just rode Harms hard in
Hard.
that whole second.
Yeah.
So
So Lom picks both up. So they must have some
must have been worried about him going
yeah,
underneath.
some worries about Harms' ability on top. Harms hasn't put himself in a position to score yet, has he?
No.
So you think if Lom can keep the pressure on and continue to give himself opportunities, he'll sooner or later get a score. There he is, deep in on a single leg, cracking down. Harms good hips, trying to stay. Lom circling. He's got the 2. Harms trying to do a sitting switch in a bad position, and now he's flattened out on the mat. And
Yeah,
after the last period, you got to be confident right now as Lom.
Well, Lom caught that arm on the far side now, and so he's got control of wrists. And so
Well, you know,
Harms
that
reaching
means-
back on the near side.
Probably
that's-
going to get a stalemate call if Brady's got control of an arm.
Yeah, you're right. Pretty much needs to go back to that ball and chain.
Very sarcastic comment there. Overall, these refs are doing a fantastic job. Lom,
Harms is one. Watching him wrestle, he's one of those guys that's a sort of got a lot of funk and
yeah,
jump.
he's
I
on
would
his hip
say.
a lot on the bottom, turning into the guy.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
just
look
kind
at that.
yeah, kind of
That's-
hoping Lom goes to his hip and then work for a scramble or something. But so far, Lom is just there's a stalling call. That's on the Albert Lee wrestler, so
Mhm.
that's good.
First time we've seen that.
Yep.
We should have saw it last match. I feel.
The
but
refs were the Comet coaches were begging for it in Robbie Horseman's match, but To no avail. Here, it looks like Lom's got the ball in chain now, working
Trying to
seatbelt
run that.
again.
He's got to elevate that. You got to elevate that ball and chain.
10 seconds left here. He's
Gotta be
just
more
got to
mean
finish
with
on
it.
top.
You've got to be more physical and mean with that.
Right.
He's running a spiral now. 3 seconds. Stay in position. And there's Harms trying to do his roll in to move. And
Yeah, he doesn't need to do that, but he's doing it because Iggy did it pretty extensively after his win.
Yeah.
So he's giving it back.
A little unnecessary
Yeah, it's unnecessary.
showmanship
Well, but
there.
you're absolutely right. Iggy's celebrating beating a guy
That
who's
bumped
up a
up
weight,
to
up
wrestling.
a weight in a duel. You're going to lose by 40. And
I
he's-
don't mind people celebrating, but you don't have to be obnoxious about it. I'm not saying Lom was. I just say, cheer, do your thing, and walk off the mat.
Yeah,
That's
but
how I would prefer it to be done in high school wrestling.
But there's I don't know.
We don't need more Iowa guys.
Oh,
We don't need more
I
Iowa
think just as a life
personality.
principle, we don't need.
Good God.
I think Jamie's hot. He's hot.
Someone better calm him down.
Did they take a team point from us for something?
I think they said if they do it again, is my guess, they're going to take a team point.
Do what?
This.
The celebration
This,
thing.
with
So
pointing to your shirt.
Well, your guy. Oh, so they warned them too. I was gonna say your guy did it too.
yeah,
Yeah, no,
I
they
think
don't-
they just
they
talked to both coaches,
Yes.
which is wise. Yep.
So-
I agree. You don't want to don't want to take that too far.
Well,
It's-
there's a difference between celebrating a win and that.
right.
You don't,
I agree.
that's
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
really borderline taunting.
Yep. Keaton, nicely done.
Like get up and
two.
pump your fist, but
Right.
Nice job by Keaton.
And then shake hands and walk back to your side.
ideally.
Yep.
Or you are going to lose a team point.
Correct. I'm sure they will now at this point if anybody
Oh yeah, anything now.
takes it too far. Keaton Shore with a nice takedown. Had a leg in for a little bit, which is you don't see from him a lot, but now he's working that wrist off to the side again, which you do see a lot from a Shore wrestler.
Keaton going to wear him out here a little bit. I'm assuming that this is what? Grandstand? Garrett Grandstand, a junior, 14-1. Or it's Brody Nielsen.
This is Brody Nielsen. I recognize
16-0,
him.
junior 16-0. So, and stalling underneath on Brody Nielsen.
That's a quick song call. Goodness.
So, 51 seconds to go here. Would not be surprised to see Keaton put him on his feet. Oh yeah, they don't have a choice. They got to wrestle Brody Nielsen because they want Aldrich and
Oh,
Glacier.
beautiful roll through tilt by Shore. Just walked it around nice and easy, kept it all tight, and he got the 5 count. Oh, now he's only showing 2 count.
What?
That's an interesting one. He got
Are
2.
you serious?
He was on his back for about 10 seconds.
Minutes. I think.
Well, I don't think minutes, but
Somewhere between
significant amount of time.
somewhere
must have been
between
in-
the two maybe.
Yeah, must have been squirming enough. Now he's getting another.
Oh, he's stuck.
I can't see it.
He rolled all the way through.
2 more, I think. 3 more that time.
Whoa, wait a minute now. That one
Okay.
you could have gone 1 on.
Yeah.
I
You
think
got
that might be a
3.
makeup call.
Wow. Yeah.
That
We're
might
all
be a
squ-
makeup
all
call.
square.
Yeah, we're all even.
8-0 Shore leads though.
3.
After one period, Keaton Shore leads 8-0 over Brody Nielsen, a junior who's listed at 16-0. So, it's a different level of competition, I guess, of wrestling. Considering Keaton's a defending or a state champion that's got what 4 losses.
Yeah,
this year?
former state champ.
33-3.
Ooh, Nielsen high, reaching for a cradle. He might be in trouble here if he doesn't have an anchor. I can't see. He
He's
does
got
have
an
an anchor.
anchor.
Okay. Keaton just up to his feet nicely, though. Brody just clinging here. And Brody in trouble. Gives up. You see that? Is he hurt? Yeah, he must have hurt himself. He hit the mat and then just laid there, so must have been stunned a little bit.
So that'll make it 10-0.
It looked like he just stopped scrambling and gave up the position initially, but this makes sense now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's run through the other scores here. Goodhue leads 9-7 over Wabasha.
And
Dover.
Dover leads
9-4.
Zumbrota.
9-4 Dover's up.
Still up 9-4 at 132 pounds, and this match is 1-0 in favor of ZM. So maybe a little closer at this point than
No, I mean
what Ben Fearson would have expected with
no,
this
not at
nightmare
all.
matchup.
This is the only place they can score, and then
Oh.
Steelhammer.
Looks like
no, I mean,
Nielsen.
they've got matches they're going to win.
Yeah.
I mean, they got Otomo and Steelhammer and Keaton Schaefer. You know, they've got good wrestlers.
Is the older Odomo, did he graduate last year?
Yes.
Okay.
The younger one's out there now.
So this is Marcus now?
And he's come along. I think
He's always been tough.
Hey, by the way, Van Ort, Austin Rendler. Remember Austin
Oh,
Rendler?
yeah. Taught him everything he
Wrestling
knows.
for Faribault. He's 11-1.
Good for
He
him.
was out early in the season. He was third in section last year. Very good chance to make the state tournament. And
Good.
Faribault is going to be wrestling Otana, and I think that
whoa,
could
whoa,
be a
whoa,
battle.
Whoa, whoa. Just writing off Rochester Mayo?
I'm
Do you
writing off
remember
Rochester.
how-
How dare you.
Sorry.
Do you remember how impressive Faribault was last year at this team section
Yes.
tournament?
Yes.
They came
Out of nowhere pretty much, and came to wrestle and almost got their way into state. That was impressive.
Keaton looking for that roll through tilt again. He's too close to it.
That filthy roll through tilt. Should we just call it a roll through filth?
Real, yeah.
So filthy in a
Look
good
at the-
way.
Boy, Keaton's got him where he's just putting his head on the mat.
Yeah, and this
Yeah.
is where they call. There's another
There's the
stalling.
stall.
It's a good call.
Yeah, I mean
Well,
he's
he's gonna-
basically balling up in there because every time he tries to do anything else, Keaton kind of takes advantage
Yeah,
of it.
ball
And
chain again.
He's just blocking.
Keaton looking
Well,
tough.
you know what though, with the
Ooh,
way
ooh.
Keaton's wrestling, I don't know what you with that
Uh-oh.
pace. What are you supposed to do?
Looks like we might have an injured ZM wrestler over there. It was a really a strong gasp from the crowd. Trainers sprinted out there, and the wrestler's laying on his back, punching the mat.
That's not a good
It's
sign.
not a good sign. It looks like it could be something
That's Stensland. They need
pretty
Stensland.
serious. The coach is holding the hand of the wrestler here, obviously in a lot of pain. Gosh, you just hope it's nothing too serious. And you've got the ZM wrestlers huddling now so that they're not watching what's going on in the mat. Like, he's conscious and everything, but he's obviously in a lot of pain.
Well, they're focusing on his legs, so I don't know if he blew his knee out or what the deal is.
Keaton Short still trying to work for a turn here, but he's up 11-0.
He'll get 4 in the third. He'll tech.
He will. It's just
There's that roll through. You're going to get a quick 2 count before the period's over. Nice.
nothing. They gave him nothing.
Oh, I physically watched his hand count twice. It's done. ZM is forfeiting this match. There's a lot of booing going on, or twoing.
over
Is
here.
it two?
Ooh,
That's
it's
over
a,
here,
It's
yeah.
a Goodhue match they're watching at the
Oh, okay. So
They're calling for the stretcher.
they're
too,
calling
it
for
looks
the ambulance, it looks like, or something. It must be a serious leg injury. Nice 2-point takedown by
Yep.
Keaton there to go 13-0 within 15 seconds of this period. Goodhue looks like they scored some points here.
Hey Ben, so is that flip because that's maybe a 9-point swing there. What does that do to that duel? Still nothing?
Well, it's not. That's a toss-up at Stensland's 21.
It was
and
1-0 at the time.
it was
Stensland was up.
Yeah, and it was Stensland versus Jordy. It wasn't like a.
And then when he got injured,
was
he-
a to-
they
that was a-
gave the 2 points to the Dover kid when he got injured.
It was a toss-up match anyway. So I mean, it's a 6-point swing maybe, but
Must be a leg or ankle.
I'm guessing that it's a serious leg injury because
the way that
why else
they
would the crowd gasp if it
the
wasn't
crowd
serious?
gasped, the trainer sprinted out there, and the wrestler immediately knew he was done for the match.
Well, and they called this match immediately. They didn't
yeah.
give
Well,
him-
I'm just saying when he went down, you saw him punch the mat because he knew he was done.
right.
Really disappointed, obviously, that he wasn't unable to finish. So I'm guessing it might be a knee or an ankle.
Keaton gives up an escape and lets him go, and now we're going to go back to
Yeah,
the feet.
which is a good
Needs
move.
2 takedowns in a minute here.
Nice snap there by Nielsen.
Yeah, I mean, Jordy's 23-11 and Stensland's 22 at
Got to
13.
cut him,
so it
take him
wasn't-
down one
Yeah,
more time.
Keaton needs one more takedown to get a tech, and 40 seconds here shouldn't be an issue. He hasn't given the escape point yet. That's got to be an escape point now, doesn't it? No. Well done by Nielsen grabbing. Oh, careful there.
Fine. That's all right.
Gets it called quicker.
That's you get this break, your stoppage and play.
Rather than wasting 4 or 5 more seconds.
Right. Well, what could have been 15? One takedown Keaton needs.
Should we let him know? There's a doctor over here.
Perfect.
Yeah. So
All right, and that's
it.
it. That's
Nice
the tech.
job by Keaton.
Well done, Keaton Shore. That's a pretty good wrestler he just tech.
Yep. Nicely done by Keaton Shore.
Very, very well wrestled match. So that's going to make your score 20-3 in favor of the Comets. Goodhue might be in trouble here. Might be in trouble here. Wabasha attempting to end up on top.
Got an arm stuck underneath. He
Yeah.
can't get his arm out.
Wabasha kid's down. Now he's got out 6-2. Now he's down 6-4 with 48 seconds. Goodhue's leading the duel 9-7. Hammond out here. Is this Hammond Aldrich or who do we got? That doesn't look like Aldrich.
It is Hammond and Aldrich.
It is Aldrich. Okay.
So, Aldrich, defending state champion, ranked. Is he still ranked number 1 in the state? Aldrich, close. Anyhow, 33-3. One of those 3 losses was to Hammond, though. Isaac Hammond, 29-7, a senior. Isaac Hammond.
All right, they got the ZM wrestler up,
They're
carrying him off the
He's
mat.
not walking.
No, I'm pretty sure that
The
it's
way
a
Hammond
serious leg
wrestled-
injury.
By the way, the way Hammond wrestled Peyton Robb the other night, this is going to be a battle right here.
No, I think Hammond's
His
right
ratings.
there.
He's right there with it.
So at 145, Aldrich is ranked first. Hammond's ranked third.
Ooh, don't get caught reaching, Hammond.
You know what though? He didn't. He maybe took an outside shot, but
So,
he improved position right
From
away.
the Dover people, knee twisted very bad, and they said be very glad you did not watch it.
Good.
Ooh.
They said it was that bad.
That's too bad. You feel for a kid like that. Shoot.
Well, and you're talking about a team that's trying to win a team state title,
Yeah.
and every point matters.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at those top 6 teams, really, in Class A. They're all
Oh!
so even.
Hammond,
Yeah.
really nice feel there. Aldrich took a shot and then started to pull out, and Hammond immediately went after him and tried to
Almost
put him to his back and
pancaked him.
almost tripped him to his
Yep.
back. Hammond's got a real good feel for that kind of stuff.
You could argue that the Class A tournament, on a consistent basis, is the most fun to watch at state. Now,
Yeah.
partially because we've had such dominant teams in A.
Now,
and
just because of KM. But
Well-
before I moved to KM, I remember watching double and A from Apple Valley thinking, wow, those are exciting duels.
yeah, but Valley has had such a stranglehold until the last couple years.
I
on
know.
That, and then
That's why it wasn't exciting. I was always watching A and double A.
Well, right.
Yeah.
But even double A, like for a stretch there, you could maybe get close to Simley, but you weren't going to beat him.
Yes!
Nice job. Hammond gave up the escape but got the takedown.
Beautiful. Right on the edge of the mat, kind of body locked him to his back,
and
kept
he
his
didn't give
toes
up.
in.
Aldrich wanted him to give up that position, and Hammond wouldn't give up that body lock and eventually used it to his advantage.
No, you got to like Hammond. Anytime you're tangled upper body,
So-
he's comfortable.
Did anyone see? Oh, wow.
just puts him
Dover forfeited at 38. That's a problem.
See, it's okay for Hammond here to have another scoreless end of this rest of this period.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just keep taking shots, keep making moves.
Well, what he needs to do is he needs to keep the pressure on because he
Yeah.
needs to wear Aldrich out.
Right. Yeah.
Aldrich isn't.
Stay on him,
that-
but he doesn't have to score here. It's 2-2.
Right.
He's going to choose down in the third. And he's shown he can wrestle with Aldrich on the feet. So he doesn't have to force anything. Just stay active. Stay engaged. Make Aldrich take some bad shots.
Yeah, and Hammond's got big, heavy hips.
Oh, yeah. He's
When he hits you with his hips.
great
he's-
hips, great upper body.
Yep. Boy, that was nice.
Nice
That was a
2-on-1. He dragged him to the ground, but Aldrich quickly scooted out of there.
He's wrestling very, very well.
Oh, outside. That's the shot I was talking about, Hoffman. Aldrich took that bad
takedown.
shot.
Yep. And Hammond takes him
Hammond
down.
countered perfectly, spun behind, and now he's up 4-2. I'm a prophet.
And now he just needs to try and ride the last 25 seconds. See if he can ride this out.
See, you would think that a guy like Aldrich, where he's been, you know, and the success he's had, sets up that shot. He just literally went in straight as an arrow from
Yeah.
4 feet away, flattened himself out underneath Hammond.
Yep. Hammond wrestled him so well. He's got 14 seconds
If
to
Hammond
ride
can
here.
end up on top here, he is in really good shape. He could even give up a takedown in the third after getting his escape. If he can ride us out.
Right.
And he looks like he's going to. Aldrich's not doing much here.
Aldrich's
In the last.
tired now.
Yeah.
Aldrich's tired.
You know, he's conditioning. Valley showed conditioning matters. They showed it last night. KM showing it
Hammond
again
goes
right
right
now.
to his feet, doesn't even go underneath.
Did the coaches show
Wow.
him that?
There wasn't even, I didn't even see him look over at the coaches. He didn't even question it. He
That's
just
a
feeling it on the
interesting
feet,
call.
I guess.
It's a really interesting call at 4-2.
And not, Aldrich's not known for being a hammer on top, is he?
For some reason, I think he is pretty tough on top.
Or he's going to turn Hammond? Maybe. Well, I'm going
Well,
to trust the coaches know a
If
lot
it
more
was
about it than I do.
Kevin's decision,
Then
I
it's
will
the right
trust
decision.
it.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
absolutely.
you ask after the duel. On
If he asked the coaches and that's what they told him, then I'm going to trust it's the right decision.
well,
Just seems odd from where we were sitting because that extra point comes in big if he can get out. Oh! Hammond
ooh,
almost.
Hammond just about threw Aldrich to his back. Aldrich is now like thinking, oh man.
He doesn't want anything to do with Hammond's upper body right here.
No.
Hammond is tough.
And
up
he's
there.
just wearing him out on the front head right now. Hammond looks good position.
It's a couple times Hammond's had it very close to putting him in danger.
And
he
he's gonna
scores
score another
again.
Takedown. He just scored a takedown.
He is dominating the #1 ranked wrestler at 145 right now. Remember, Fearsome, we were talking about this when you said they only got Aldrich, and we said maybe Aldrich.
So that makes it 6-3 with the escape with
Not that the match is
45
over.
seconds to go.
Oh, come on. It's our blood, too? Gosh darn
and
it.
then Hammond's going, where's my blood? I don't see any blood.
That's not what we
Let's
want
wrestle.
at all.
Coach say, get over here and get this thing fixed. Let's go.
Man, worst case scenario right there.
Jamie says, cut it off.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Come on, wrap up
Tourniquet
the
that
face,
sucker.
the nose, everything else, and get
Cauterize
back
it.
out there. Coaches, get out there and clean that
Gosh
up.
darn
And
it.
let's go.
We work so hard on our conditioning, and then stuff like this negates that advantage a little bit.
45 seconds left. Hammond leads this 6-3 over defending state champion and #1 ranked Garrett Aldrich.
And
This
it's
would be
been
the second
all
time.
Hammond.
Yes,
How
this would
many-
be the
wait,
second.
wait, how many times state champ is Aldrich?
I only know of one for sure, but he
Oh.
might be a 2.
I thought he was a 2.
These two, I think. So Hammond
You
back
might
in the
be right.
middle, ready to wrestle, and they're wrestling. So hand fighting, and you want a hand fight here and wear him back out again.
Hammond
after
needs
that
to
point.
stay. He needs to stay aggressive. It's been working. He doesn't
I
need
wouldn't
to
go
change
too
anything.
aggressive here because you don't need anything.
Well, he doesn't need
You're
a
up
throw.
6-3 even if you get taken down, you know. But you can't give anything easy
Yeah,
up.
he's not only a 2, he's a 3.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I was like,
Well, this has been all Hammond so far. He's got 17 seconds here to wrestle hard, and he wins this match. He needs to continue to wrestle.
Yep. Now Aldrich
Circle
is
in.
coming after
Circle
him.
in. There you go.
9
5
left.
seconds. Second time in this season that Aldrich has taken a defeat at the hands of Isaac Hammond.
Nicely done by Isaac Hammond.
And that's how you win a match. You shake hands, and you go back to your bench. Good job, Hammond.
Yep. Keaton Shore did it too. Now Brady Berge comes out at 152. So are they going to wrestle Glazier out here? Are they going to bump
no,
Glazier?
they're not going to wrestle Glazier.
And they're going to bump Glazier.
So we'll get to see probably Dalton Andrus or Ethan Shea versus Zach Glazier in the next one.
Andrist. Now you can prove your point.
I hope I don't. I hope he proves me wrong.
I do wish I could watch Kenyon versus Westfield.
Who is Westfield again?
Hayfield and Blooming Prairie.
So that's relatively new. Is that this year?
This year.
Yeah.
They were a perfect, like it couldn't have worked out
The
perfect.
weights all fit
Oh
together?
my goodness, it was perfect.
Cool.
Well, the
Brady with a
reality
quick
is,
takedown, by the way.
separately, those two teams aren't winning many duels.
Right.
Period.
Well, because they're not
Together-
fielding teams.
Well, together, they're pretty solid.
Brady cut him and almost got another one right on the edge, but they called it out of bounds. Brady just dirty. Now that Brady's got that little arm bar thing that he runs and circles the opposite direction to turn it into a reverse half, which usually ends up in a fall.
Look at the legs. Look at him try and lock up the legs so Brady can't get out to the side and run this.
So Brady just goes the other way. You see that? He just took him the other direction.
Yeah, this isn't good on your shoulder. You're just going to roll over.
Brady's got a deep arm bar and a fall.
Brady gets that pin.
All right,
Oh,
who are
here
they
we
going to
go.
send out? Ethan Shea.
Ethan Shea.
Tell you what, now you got to start wondering if Zambroda's in trouble. They just lost another one.
Who lost another one?
Zambroda.
29-3 for your comments. We've got Ethan Shea and Zach Glazier. It's be an interesting one. Again, you know, like I said before, we were talking about the possible matchup with Dalton. I'd give the edge to Glazier here. But Ethan Shea is no pushover, and he's going to give it everything he's got.
Yeah,
so
Ethan Shea is going to fight right here,
Yep.
and this is going to be a dogfight right here.
Absolutely.
This will be. Again, Zach Glazier, 32 and 4, a sophomore.
All right.
Ethan Shea.
And what, he take third last year in state, and
Third,
maybe won
yeah.
the year before?
Ethan Shea, 23 and 11, a junior.
So when I start thinking about this Goodhue and Dover duel, this is trouble. Because, okay, yeah, Zambroda has Maverick Jackson, Caden, Jared
I don't think this
Hagelin,
is
and
over
Jacob
yet.
Bennett.
Yeah, this is
No, it's not over. I'm saying Zambroda's in trouble, though.
They're
Against
not where
Goodhue.
they needed to be yet at this point.
But,
right?
okay, so there's 4 very good wrestlers from Zambroda left. But guess what? Dover still has Odemo, Schaefer, and Sealhammer. Those are all ranked
And
wrestlers.
they're up by 8 right now.
Correct.
Yeah.
So,
Glazier does get the 2 takedown with
Yeah,
about
and it was really a 2 that Ethan kind of got a little bit,
sloppy.
no, lazy on. You know, he kind of, and then
Didn't wrestle hard
yeah,
through the
he-
position.
He thought it was kind of done, and it wasn't. So now he's going to have
Sure.
to fight from underneath.
Yeah, you got to wrestle through every position. Good wrestlers will find a way to make you pay if you don't. Glazier just wrapping that right arm around the arm and neck, seatbelt style on Ethan Shea here. Doesn't even really have the rest of the spiral ride with the, there he puts the left hand inside the leg. But no, not really working a turn here, just staying on top and putting pressure, and it's preventing Ethan from really doing anything, as every time he tries to stand up, he just gets bumped forward a little bit.
So who's out there for Zambroda right now? Who's this man?
Maverick Jackson.
And it's 0-0 at the end of the first period.
Against?
It could be Odemo, but I don't. No, it's not. So I don't know who it is.
Looks like Goodhue just got a fall here.
Which they needed.
To
Oh,
go
it
up
is him.
21
It
to
is
7.
Odemo.
They were so far away, it's really hard to recognize any faces over there.
The thing about Maverick Jackson is you can never be surprised by his results because it could be anything.
Win or lose.
Yeah, he's fun to watch.
Honestly, the Comets were 1 inch and 1 call away from being ahead 32-0 in this
Yeah.
duel right now.
You're right.
Not that it matters, but it's, you know,
Yep.
it's been dominating so far. And that was in a match that you would have for sure last year said we'd be really outmatched in,
Right. Absolutely.
with Robbie Horseman and Iggy, and Robbie just getting after it. Yeah, you're right though, Hartman. If you'd have wrestled the full 6 minutes, yeah, I'd say he wrestled 4.5. Well, if you add overtime, 5.5
Yeah.
hard minutes. If he would have wrestled the full 6 in regulation, he probably wins it. He just had a little letdown in the second and gave Iggy some confidence there.
Ooh. Ethan gets hit with a stalling. Are you? Wow.
For not letting himself get taken down. Ooh, good try there by Shea.
Wow.
So Shea sprawled to counter the shot, got called for a stalling call for sprawling, and then immediately took his own double back at Glazier, but went out of bounds. Now they're in a scramble position. Ethan's going to come out on the bottom side of this one. Gave up 2. Aldrich looking pretty tough on top, leading
Or
5-0.
Or 10.
55 seconds left. So we obviously had to present at 52,
Yeah, we must have lost the flip.
because otherwise we would have wanted to match up Brady and Glazier and put out Ethan at 52, where he would have won that last match. Glazier cut Shea, working for another score here on the edge, and it looks like he did get it. Up 7-1.
20 seconds to go here in the second.
What's Dalton Anders certified at?
What?
What's
I'm
Dalton
guessing
certified
52.
at?
If I had to
At
guess, it'd be
60.
52.
He's never made 50. He's never made 52.
Well, I know he didn't
Oh,
make
no, he didn't-
52.
He's only
Then
certified
then,
at
then you get
60.
recertified based on the weigh-ins.
Oh, I
Oh.
see.
And
Okay,
so,
got
like
it.
Matthews
So was
no
he
longer
certified at
6.
52 to start the year? No.
At the
I
start
think
of
he
the year,
was.
he might have got
yeah.
certified at 52, but
Well,
He
he's
never
only
weighed
weighing
in there.
58.8. I would guess he's.
Yeah, he just never. We didn't need him to weigh 52.
never been to our advantage to have him
No,
weighed at 52.
we needed him. We got Ethan there and Brady that can be there, and now we can move Dalton in at 60 or 70, and Patrick around him, and it just gives us tons of great flexibility. We got 4 quality guys right there. Then Garrison, you got a 5th quality guy.
I just wish there was a team.
We got
that-
all quality guys.
I just wish there was a team that it mattered for all this
I
great
do too.
flexibility.
Well, yeah, it almost seems like there's one about 55 minutes north of us, off of Hayes Road.
55 miles north. That's not Invergrove. That's got to be really close to Invergrove.
Invergrove is 55 minutes north.
Oh,
Anyway. And I know that Apple Valley was extended an invitation to come down and wrestle us this year, and they turned us down.
Well,
But we
We-
could have also wrestled in the Clash.
Yep.
So there you go. So neither side can really say much about anything.
but we beat him in 2 tournaments.
We beat them in 2 individual team tournaments, yep.
it's kind of weird.
And we beat Shakopee in individual team tournament
But see, and that's the more impressive thing to me.
because they're built
They're
for individual
built for
team
individual
tournament.
tournaments.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah,
helps-
they really
it
are.
helps
But
when
I
you
really
lose
think-
every finals.
I
match.
really think we're built for duels.
I
Yeah.
do too. But I think this Valley team is more apt for a duel than an individual tournament, more so than past
I do too.
years.
I do too. Yep. They're built for a duel more than individual, but
Well,
I
how
just
many
think
of
that
those kids aren't going to place at a big event, like.
well, they won't be in the
Cheesehead.
finals, but they'll place.
But a lot of those, I mean, the Kims and those kind of kids,
Right.
they're not going to place at,
They'll take
at the
sevenths maybe.
Cheesehead.
Maverick Jackson is beating Otomo right now.
Well, he should. But like I said, you can never be surprised at a Maverick Jackson.
Or a Otomo match, actually. Otomo is pretty dangerous. Ethan Shea trailing 12-4 with 20 seconds left here in the third. Be nice to see him get a score here.
Really would be.
Right now, Glazier's in on the legs with his head in the center, treetop position. Now they both went down to the mat. Ethan's got to work to get his hips higher here.
He's just squeezing on the head. If he could get score a takedown, he could take the major off the board.
Right. And I guarantee Jamie's looking at that.
I promise he is.
Jamie's real stingy with points. Yeah, and Glazier's
And
good
Ethan-
with his hands, and Ethan gave it a shot.
Now wrestling on mat 160 pounds from Zambrona Mazeppa, Sam Nordquist. From Gloriota, Kane Lemke.
So Glazier with the first bonus points for Albert Lee here. Gets a major on Ethan Shea, making it
Ooh,
29-7.
sending out Dalton. So Ethan and
See what I'm
Dalton.
saying here, Fearson? Now you can bump up Kennedy.
But
Right.
I get it. But I'm saying
No,
it
I
doesn't
don't know
matter.
if you get it.
It's
I can draw it out if you need me
29
to.
to 7, and you have.
Well, they want to get Dalton the match.
I know. Dalton wrestled.
He didn't have a match first,
Forfeit?
first rig, right?
Did he get a forfeit? He wrestled the first round.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
he
he did.
was. I don't know if he got a forfeit. I don't remember what it was.
No, Dalton wrestled. He
Yeah,
got a
you're
pin.
He was part of the string.
He was part of the 7-pin streak. What's Hernandez's record?
9-14.
Jesse Hernandez versus Dalton Andrus.
Now Jesse Hernandez Jr. is better than a 9-14 record. He's much better. I don't know why he's got so many losses, but
Who?
Hernandez, Jesse. If that's who this is.
Oh, that was slick. Dalton. I don't know what to call that one. He kind of threw the arm by and then got his head across and cracked back. All in a nice, smooth sequence of events. I put the line on this duel at 30-point spread. I think I should have put it a little higher.
Yeah, it would be a little higher than that, I think.
In this duel? Or this
Yeah.
match?
In the duel.
Because if it's the match, I'll take the under.
Dalton working that cross body. Is he getting near fall? He's close, but he's not getting it yet.
Well, there's a really good chance they're not winning another match, right?
Yeah, unless Palmer wins one.
Yeah, but even that is at best a toss-up for Albert Lee, right?
Yeah.
I mean, has Paulson beaten him?
No, not last year was the last
Last
time
year?
they wrestled, I think.
Did he beat him last year?
No, remember in the section
Oh, that's right.
individuals, his feet came up over and
Yeah.
no near fall. Oh, no near fall there.
Ryan Hill is out there counting for him.
Yeah, so Dalton's just up 2-0 after the first. Gonna go down. I'd like to see Dalton come up. You know, he won Greco. I'd like to see him come up and come right into a body lock here.
Mm-hmm.
Dalton just waiting to feel the pressure, and then he's gonna come up. Nice feel by Dalton to get that reversal. All right, so going to try to throw in the leg, and he's got the leg in. A little bit high, but he's working his way back. Now he's running that cross body. Tough. Has he got a half in or something? Looks like he's running a half over now. They call Hernandez for a stalling. Andrus up 4-0. He's got that arm for that cross body. Now if he's careful about how he runs it.
Huge 2 points for ZM down there. This is another toss-up match that they have to have.
Well, they might get reversed right here. No, they're going to get back points maybe. They're getting back points.
Until he loses grip. None? Did he was counting, was he not?
I thought he was.
There we go.
Now Dalton's
Is he
getting that
back points with
guillotine.
his?
Oh, yeah.
oh,
Now that.
Oh no! Now Zambrota's gonna get.
Dalton looking for the pin here. Oh,
Oh.
squirmy little guy.
Squirmy, because he got his 2 near fall or 3, I didn't see. Makes it 7-0. He got 3 on it.
This is a wild match down here.
What period is that match in?
Second, just the end of the second. Zambrota got a huge 2 points right reversal right as time expired.
Meanwhile, Dalton's kind of taking it to, what is it? What's his last name?
Hernandez? Is that
Hernandez?
who I said? Jesse Hernandez.
Yeah, Hernandez from the top here, leading 7-0 going into the third.
Now where's Hernandez going to go? He looks over at coaches, throws his hands in the air, and says, "Where do I go, coach?" Coaches are still thinking about it. Thinking.
Coaches said
Thinking.
locker room's over here.
thinking.
The ref
All right,
says
both up. Finally.
the coach never gave him anything.
No, they never could. We can't decide. It's your call.
It's your call.
Fine.
Thanks, coach. That's the sort of mentorship I needed.
Come on now.
What? Did I not do enough thinking
They're
ahead of time to
They're
get him some
trying
help?
to inspire free-flowing thought.
there
from
you
their
go.
Wrestlers.
Problem solving.
Someday you're gonna have to make that call on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Like right there.
Yeah.
Looks like Dalton got poked in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Quick stoppage here as he checks. As Coach
Jamie
Height
says
check on it.
it's not out of the socket. I don't just go.
I don't see a
Yeah.
problem here.
Would you like me to put it back in?
So ZM leading 8-2. Their team down 18-13.
Who is this wrestling right here for ZM and for?
This is Kelby against Cooper Holtorf.
A decision here would be big for Dover, but he's
Yeah.
getting turned as we speak, so it's going to be a major.
Oh, a pin would be huge for ZM. This, like I said, this was one of those toss-ups that ZM has to have the rest of the way here.
Dalton back in action here. Leading 7-0 with 1:15. Ooh, Hernandez in on the single leg. Dalton trying to whizzer. Hernandez picks him up off the mat, walks.
Oh!
Walks and
They didn't even call a slam.
they didn't even question it.
He ran across the mat and just about jumped
Coaches
off
are
his
gonna
feet to
lose their minds. Jamie's having to hold people
There
back.
is no question that if a Comet wrestler
You
does
got to
that,
control it to the mat.
he gets called for the slam. There's no question.
They're calling nothing.
One. What?
They cut him. They just cut him. So it should be 10-3, or 9-4 right now. Am I not right? Or did they give no points there?
I don't know what they gave.
They gave nothing.
Dalton's got to be careful here. There he goes. Nice job blowing through that neck wrench.
10-2 is the score now.
So they decided not to give any points because of the illegal move, probably. But if it was a legal move, wouldn't it be 1 point for us?
Yeah.
So it's either points for them, unless
Or
they went out of bounds, which I can't see.
Landed out of bounds.
I'm a little confused. Because you'd think they'd either get the points
Right.
or we'd get 1 point.
Well, how did he get 2? Was it 2? Did he have 2 before on 2 escapes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was 7-1, then Dalton cut him. Careful here, Dalton. Careful here, Dalton.
Ooh, wow. So, Westfield.
Yep.
I didn't see. So Kenyon bumped Bray Olson to 13.
Ooh. Looks like Zien's finishing with a tech with the last seconds on the board.
Did he get it?
He got 2, 16-2. He didn't get it.
Didn't get
They
it.
only gave him 2. They didn't give him 3. So
Dobriota's clapping over there.
Dover saved 1 point for the team.
Dalton does get the major, putting the Comets up 33-7. Patrick Kennedy coming out here, and he's going to get, I would assume, that he's going to get Brady Nielsen.
What did it end up being? 14-2 or 16-2?
16-2. So now the duel's 18-17 in favor of Dover. Patrick making things look easy immediately.
He said they hit Schaefer, and they've still got Schaefer and Sealhammer left. But Zambroda now has 3 studs left compared to 2 studs. Tell you what, Dover did everything they could to win this duel. Not that it's over, but I'm saying.
Well, and they got a,
But that
unfortunate turn-in with that injury that led to 6. So that's a 9-point swing, or a possible 9-point swing. Not saying.
Right, that was a toss-up match at best, but you're right. I mean, that's goes from 3 to injury default 6. So Alec Johnson kept it to
So
just
this
a
is
major against
Nielsen.
Ethan Arrett over in the Section 2 tournament.
Brady Nielsen for the Albert Lee Tigers, 20-14, a sophomore versus Patrick Kennedy. Kennedy this season is 33-2, just a freshman. Patrick making it look really easy out there.
Yeah, he has a tendency to do
He's
that.
up 7-1. This match over there, Patrick's going to get near fall here.
He's using that little cheap tilt that he likes so much. Just basically grabs onto the guy and rolls over with him.
No, he does.
Just bear hugs him and rolls him to his back. And Patrick's so good with his hips that he's never in danger. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Now Patrick's looking for a little bit more, trying to bar an arm behind the back. I don't know why that.
Why did they stop
The
that?
arm didn't even get out. What happened? They gave a point away.
For what?
I have no idea.
Just put him up, Patrick says. Just put him up.
Enough of this garbage. Dover with a fall.
Whoa.
Fearson.
Fearson, what's that mean?
Sure, it's Schaefer.
That means they get 6 points, Harfman.
I'm a little surprised you guys didn't know that.
I
mean,
knew.
it's against a 10 and 16 Salt Owl. It's not. You better get 6 there.
Oh. What's he doing? Patrick. Just trying. He's just making stuff up as he goes. And he does get another 2 with 1 second left.
He
on
was
the clock.
Patrick was mad because they gave that point away.
Did you see him like flat on the mat trying to reach for a heel?
So we're going to the second, 13 or 12-3. Patrick leading. I think he wants the pin here, though.
Results from map 1, winning by a fall in 2 minutes from Dorioga, Keaton Schaefer. Dorioga leads the dual.
Jeez.
15-3 now with that
Patrick
ankle pick takedown.
Putting on a clinic of all the different ways that you can score.
170 pounds from Wabasha Kellogg, Cody Irish.
He's got the arm trap. I was trying to decide what he wants to do with that arm.
There comes a pin.
We got Ron Priggy, I just noticed in the front row right
there
behind
it
the
is.
scoreboard.
Who's this?
I would assume
Wrestling-
Caden.
Steffens?
Oh, no, it's Voxland. Now you're really in trouble because you cannot get pinned by Voxland. That's the last. Oh, boy.
24-23 over in the
So
Dover ZM duel.
So who's that?
Now you got Steffen coming out.
Yeah. Well, now they're loaded the rest of the way.
Zumbrod is.
Yeah. They've got Sealhammer left, but they may not, that's a tough match anyway.
Stebbins put together, isn't he? Jeebus.
Just a little bit. Well, considering he can make 82, I would assume, right? I know he can make 82.
Oh, just blows through and puts him straight to the back. That one's not going to take long. And another fall. He pinned him in 13 seconds, Pearson.
Yep. He'll do that.
That's
I love getting booted out of the Wi-Fi here, like, constantly.
Kennedy gets a takedown and cuts. It's now 17-4. He needs one more takedown for the Tech. He'll make that happen here. Short order, and there it is. Oh, no. Pulled out of the position.
Results from map 3, 170 pounds, Mason Heeman winning by a fall, 1 minute, 29 seconds.
Oh, man. He
that
puts
is the
moves
match.
together, doesn't he?
19-4.
So the Comets are currently over the 30-point line that I provided at the beginning of this whole deal. Let's see if they can finish strong here.
So who are they sending out?
Brett Paulson. 195 for the Comets.
Jimmy Paulson.
Sorry, Jimmy Paulson. Yep. Big Jimmy Paulson. Jimmy
Trent?
Paulson locked in a 2 unders and 2 overs position. He's got the unders. His opponent's got the overs. Now Jimmy took him down. I don't think his opponent was very comfortable with those overs.
Oh, and he just ran a nice cross face right across the nose, and
Yep.
can't decide if he's going to run this into a cradle or if he's going to just run this to his back, which he did. He ran it to his back, and it's very tight. It's got to be close to a pin, and it is.
Looks like I should have been around the 40-point line. 44-7 team score at this point. Looks like the Comets are getting ready.
Who was that pinning for?
Jimmy Paulson versus they didn't say, but I'm assuming it's Trent Johnson. But
Could it end up being 50 points?
what?
Yes.
We might end up winning this by
Yeah.
49 points. This duel.
Yeah, it won't be
49
50.
points.
It won't be 50.
Oh, okay.
This is the last match they have.
They got a heavy.
They didn't even wrestle. They didn't even wrestle one of the Palmers. They didn't wrestle the one Palmer because the one Palmer should be here, right here. They're going to forfeit heavyweight, are they? No, they're going to
No,
run
they
up their
got the other-
backup heavyweight.
So Sealhammer versus Bennett going on right now.
Is what?
Sealhammer versus Bennett right now. Paulson down there looking for a pin now.
So Brett Paulson going to work here. He's up 2-0. He looks like the far dominant wrestler here. He's looking to pick up a pin.
There's Rendler, right?
Oh, Austin
Faribault
Rendler's
walked
coming into
in.
the building right now. A former Comet, wrestled through 9th grade, and then family moved over to Faribault, and he's Austin's having himself a great season. I think he's got 1 loss this season, so he would have probably fit into this lineup somewhere.
It's tough.
Where?
Well, he's wrestling 95 right now for them. So
Oh, is
it's
he
been a
that
bad-
big?
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was that big.
So probably would have found a spot somewhere.
And giving you even more flexibility.
Right. Well,
That
I
you
know.
don't
he-
need.
here's
Another
the-
guy
here's
that
the
can go out
challenge.
and get pins like Jimmy Paulson.
Here's the challenge. People talk about, oh, yeah, you got transfers in there. No, we had 3 people transfer out that are starters on other teams.
Who are the other two?
Journey Peterson for Otana, who you'll see wrestle today, and Riley Weist for Pine Island,
Yeah.
starting at 106, and Austin Rendler are the
Riley
3.
who?
Riley
Weiss.
Weist,
I
a
think it's
6-pounder
Weiss,
at
isn't
Pine
it?
Island.
Riley Weiss? Or is it
Weiss?
Weiss? I thought it was Weiss, but maybe I'm wrong.
Weiss. So,
Yeah, you know, people also move.
Oh.
yeah.
There's nothing that you're going to do about that ever. People can move where they want to move, and they can do it for their own reasons. So people might as well get over it,
So basically,
whether
you
it's
just
here or
made a
Shakopee or
trade with
Valley.
Pine Island is what you're saying.
Right. That's about what happened.
I'll take.
Brett Paulson gets a nice takedown,
I
and
think
he
we
gets,
got the.
puts himself up 5-0. He's going to look for that pin, though. He's going to wear him out, and he's going to get this pin.
He's a pinner, no doubt about it.
He's got that arm now. You're going to walk that thing over. He's getting close to walking that thing over.
Yep.
Very,
Oh,
very close.
oh, I thought that was our ref going whistle.
Oh!
He went a little too fast on it. You got to take it nice and slow.
Now he's got a half in.
Oh,
though.
this is it's looking pretty dangerous here for Albert
Minute
Lee.
and 7 seconds.
I don't think he gets out of this one, out of this period.
Don't let him get that arm through. Brett. No reason to let him have that arm through. Come on. Fight that back over, Brett. There you go. Now it's tight. There you go. Nice. Okay.
We're going to win this by
So-
49 points.
Yep.
Yeah, not 50 though.
There were people saying that this would be our closest duel of the year.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, no chance. Simley's
Simley's
much.
vastly superior.
Simley is very, very good. I think people are going to be shocked at how good Simley is next year. Simley will be one of
Oh.
the absolute
Simley will be tough.
3 or 4 top teams in the state of Minnesota next year. You watch. 3 or 4. With us.
All right, here's a question for you guys.
Yep.
And
Valley will be
was
good
just
again next
asking
year.
about this.
Really good.
Has the full court press recruiting of Patrick Kennedy started yet?
I haven't
have
heard
no
anything.
idea.
I haven't heard anything.
Might be a guy that some people should get on,
Yeah.
particularly someone in the metro area.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know he was a big Gophers fan for a number of years.
yeah. Well, so was Brock.
What?
So was Brock Berge.
No, but I just mean I think he's just now they're starting to figure out that you have to do what's best for you.
Correct.
Noah Ryan with the pin,
That took a
and
long
that
time.
ends the duel. And ends the Comets, puts them into the state tournament, and wins the section championship.
We're there.
again.
We're there.
We're there.
56-7. That's and like we already said, Robbie Horseman was literally 1 inch or a call away from winning, which makes it 59-4. And if we win the flip, and they have to send out at 52,
This is what you guys have resorted to, huh?
Yeah.
it's 67.
What do you want us to talk about? I mean, we're trying to keep it.
That Dover duel down there.
All right. Well, either way, Comets
you guys
are
keep people
on the way to
posted on
state
the
like we expected. Absolute domination, no question. The top team in the state in any class. Yeah, you heard me, Valley.
Yeah,
That
they're
being
probably
s-
listening.
I hope so. I was texting all the parents last night,
I text
staying
Devin
in
Roberts' dad.
touch with them, and wished them good luck because I really wanted them to.
So
to
did
win.
I. I wanted to win
Yeah.
badly last night.
And we were all pumped. I was really. I wish I could have
Isn't
gone.
it weird how times change? All of a sudden, we're all
Well,
cheering for Valley.
I mean, on that youth team, there's probably 8 kids Nick wrestled youth, or on that varsity, there's 8 kids that wrestled last night that Nick wrestled with in youth
That
for 3 or
wrestled
4 years.
Youth for Valley.
That wrestled youth for Valley that are wrestling at Valley
Yeah,
right
Valley Valley is an all Valley team.
now. Not
pretty much.
all.
Pretty
They had a
much, so,
couple
I mean-
kids.
But
Yep.
as close as they've ever been to an all Valley
Yeah.
team.
The
yeah,
closest
yeah.
they've been in the last
Yes.
probably 8-9 years.
And that's why I can cheer so hard
Yep.
for them.
We wrestled with all those
Yep.
kids for 3-4 years in grade school there.
Kids
so.
are, and that's
And they've all worked and become solid. Like, there's no superstars
Nope.
there. They
well,
just
Seaboss is
Okay.
getting to that.
Sebas.
For a lot of
Let's
years,
say that.
though, a lot of years. Now, I'm not gonna. None of us will ever know if Valley ever went out and got a kid. But I think for so many years they were accused of recruiting, and I
Yeah.
think it was their success was recruiting. Like,
Well, okay, but then how did Shakopee get all those kids?
well, now you can't tell
because
me
they didn't have any
you
success.
can't tell
so.
me Jim exactly though. But that's different. That's way different. That to me is a little more suspect
Well,
than
what you
Valley's success. Like, okay, maybe they did early on. They went and got some kids to build the program. Now, not cool, but I'm saying for so many years people accused them, and I think it was their success doing the recruiting. Now, Shaco, you can say your
well,
own things.
if you're, you can see it from Manville's perspective. Is where is he going to get the best workout partners? That's probably why I went there, so he can wrestle
Really?
with Cashman.
Youth,
Cashman wasn't there yet. Cashman came this year too.
Cashman's also.
They came together.
well,
Oh,
right.
as a package deal.
Well, they
Yeah.
could. Well, why didn't he go to? Where was he? Centennial before that?
Why didn't he go to St. Michael
Cashman?
where he gets McKee?
Cashman?
Yeah.
No, he was at.
Benilde?
Yeah.
No, he's at Mound.
thought it was
Mound.
West
Mound
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yep,
yeah.
Mound.
Yeah, but easily you can't say that because he
He
could have
coulda
gone to St.
gone
Michael and
anywhere.
got better partners at St. Michael.
Also, he didn't have
McKee-
to come to Minnesota.
McKee
He
beats
could have gone to any
Cashman.
other state.
McKee
I
beats
don't
Cashman.
think Cashman and McKee have ever really seen
Yeah,
eye
they
to eye.
have. Yeah, but
Hey,
I'm just saying.
but why did he
McKee
have
beat
to?
him at
He didn't have
state
to come to
last year and-
Minnesota.
I'm saying I don't think those guys particularly enjoy each other's company.
No, I agree.
So-
No, but I'm talking about. You said Manville package, best
well,
workout
that's why I'm
partners.
saying that.
He could have gone to St. Michael and he would have had the best.
But he doesn't want anything to do with McKee.
Yeah, but you're
Manville doesn't.
But hold
He
on.
doesn't even know. him.
Cashman.
But you said they were a package. I'm saying he could have gone for the best partners. Manville
But we're
could have
talking
gone to
about
St.
best
Michael.
partners. Why are you picking Minnesota?
Well, it's because
He
you can
coulda gone
wrestle as a
somewhere
7th
else?
grader, an 8th grader.
Yeah.
And there's
But-
another issue in Minnesota.
Right.
We're
They
going to
should-
continue to have that happen.
Honestly, what they
because-
should do is 7th and 8th graders maybe should be able to wrestle as Class A schools and not as AA or AAA.
No, I think you leave it, but you
Yeah,
just
but
make.
guess what? Just as many AAA teams can't fill lineups.
This would be the
That's true.
case.
That's reality.
This would be the actual way to do it. You continue to let them wrestle because we've had so many good 7th and 8th grade wrestlers wrestle. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but they should have to wrestle by the same MSHSL rules because right
Yes.
now the residency rules are different for 7th and 8th and 9th through 12. So that's why you can have a
Here's the
kid
other
live
thing,
with
is
someone
so
as a
many
7th and
people
8th grader,
whine
but
and
not as a
complain about the recruiting and the transfers, but no one has a solution. So I'd say stop bringing it up until you got a solution for it. There's
well,
no
that's
solution.
what
There's
I just
not.
Well,
told you
his
was a pretty
solution
good
is a good
solution.
solution.
Well,
At least
you're
it's a
saying
stop
for
gap.
the-
It doesn't stop move-ins. It doesn't stop families from moving, but it stops people from sending their kid up to live in
Right.
Minnesota with someone for 2
which
years,
is happening.
Correct.
which is what has been
But
happening.
Still
but that's
happening.
only one little part of recruiting. I'm saying there's not going to be a good way to stop.
No,
it.
you can't
No.
stop.
Can't
No,
stop it.
no, you can't stop people from talking and saying, "Hey, you should come
Well,
here."
and even let's say that's not happening. You can't stop kids from transferring.
No, you can't.
No.
You can't stop families from
It's
moving
like
to
I
where
said,
they want to move to.
Mommy or daddy gets a job at Mayo Clinic, you can move wherever you want. And if your kid's a wrestler, where are you going to go?
Right.
Byron, clearly. I'm sorry.
Come on, let's
What?
not be like that.
All right, Plainview.
Plainview did give Albert Lee a heck of a match down here. I'll give him a lot of credit.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, what are we doing? Are we?
Are you guys
seeing-
going to do the Class A?
God, no.
Let's leave it on the air though.
Well, I
let's-
got to go do my interviews.
you
so
do your interviews. Let's just leave it on
you
the air.
guys
and-
solve the recruiting problem
I'm
while
taking
I'm
off.
gone.
Okay.
I'm taking off.
Then all right. Then folks, we're shutting down.
We're shutting down?
We're shutting down. So
All right,
Hey.
thanks for listening.
we'll see you next weekend.
Yeah, state,
At
right?
some point.
Thursday.
Section individual. Are we
Oh,
doing any
section first,
individual?
right. That's
Section.
right. I don't know if we'll do any of that or not. We'll
I
see.
Yeah. Well,
We'll for sure be broadcasting, though, from Thursday at the state tournament.
Thursday at state tournament for sure. All right. Thanks, folks, for joining us.
Have a good one.